I guess I should level 30 these things. I guess. I don't want to keep farming, but... It's probably best just to hit 30. So I can at least pretend to farm for better builds later. I want to try Renoa, but my Renoa items are not good. It's also been a while since I played Renoa.
난 준비됐어. 날 기다리게 하다니.
I guess our items are okay enough. Whatever, I'll just play. What's the worst that could happen?
레노아, 임무 개시.
I'm honestly like high-key bored of the game right now. Because I'm realizing that all the builds I want to do require so many hours of grinding, and it's not even like good grinding, because by the time I'm back from vacation, it'll be season 2. So like all the stuff I'm doing for the next week are very low value. Which is fine, but just means that the next week is like not very inspiring to play the game. I was thinking of just making like tier lists and stuff, or other things for YouTube. Maybe I'll just do that, just do dailies. Doomed path no matter what. I'll just take the it's like pretty doomed. I guess I'll just take the hard fight. There's a small chance I can actually hit the... No, there's not. I have to go to this campfire. Maybe it's worth cheesing it. I'll cheese it. See if it works.
대기 중. 준비됐어. 지워질 거야. 까불지 말라고.
Bang bang. It is kind of nuts how much of this game is dependent on you being like willing to grind too many hours for certain things. Because obviously the dailies are very easy to fulfill, but if you want to make content, it takes so much dedication to like find the builds. Then I mean, really, it's just finding the builds. It's like literally a full workday to honestly not very often even find the build you're looking for a showcase, which is like fine and not fine. Because on one side, if you're willing to put in the time, it's alright, but if you're suddenly bored of putting in the time, then it's not that alright. Because there are a lot of ideas that are probably really fun to play around with and mess around with. It's just like... It's just knowing that I'm gonna be gone for like 2.5 weeks, which is literally a full session of like I'm gone 5 days before the main reset. What's the timing actually? I'm going home for 2.5 weeks, roughly. Let me check again. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm gone for 2.5 weeks. Almost 3. The new season will be like like the end of the first week in January. Yeah, I'm gone for like the next season starts like January 8th or something, and I'm back like January 5th. So I don't have much time with the season anymore. I have like this week and then 3 days afterwards. So there's really no value in me grinding, because if I spend the next week grinding for one showcase build, I have to do it all like almost a week after. So We're definitely in the dead zone of the game. Or the, for me, I'm in like the dead content zone. Because I have to dip soon. And I'm probably not gonna be looking forward to having to regrind everything, so that's why I'm not feeling it. Probably is the main reason why I'm like not. Yeah, actually, I think that's the entire reason why I'm not feeling the game. It's because they know that I'm leaving quite soon. I'm supposed to fight these for the event.
시작. 하나, 둘, 준비 완료. 집중, 집중. 준비됐어. 쏴버릴까? 하! 대기 중. 지워질 거야. 칠흑 속에 새겨지는 죄들이야. 승즉 힘이 될 거예요. 걸렸다, 걸렸어.
84.
준비됐어. 답이 따윈 없어. 전술 기동. 만개해라. 준비됐어. 도움이 됐나요?
But yeah, the builds I want to go for right now are like, it's like some Gigabanoa build.
시작하여.
Just because obviously Chizuru hasn't been coming home, so I'm tired of playing Chizuru. To be fair, my other two units are still the exact same, so it's not like I'm doing much better in that regard, but yeah. At least I have like a minor goal for this stream of getting level 30 on Codex stuff. Which isn't too bad of a goal. I also discovered a funny bug with, not a bug, but interaction with Orlia. But since Orlia never came home, like, for the first, like, 2 weeks I farmed for her, I'm probably also waiting until next season to farm for her again. Especially since her, current event isn't that great.
크레딧은 충분히 가.
In my opinion.
오늘 하신 최고의 다시 찾아와 주세요.
What do you mean a rare body armor has plus... Yeah, I know, right? Only in this zone. Quite good.
이 녀석은 제법 세 보이는데 맞나요? 사냥의 시간이군요.
Zero system back in. You know, the funniest part is that this is
쏴버릴 하나.
this is technically the exact same world as the Event Chaos,
새겨지는 죄들이야.
but the Event Chaos gives us way better draw weapons than like these auxiliary weapons, so that's why you don't see it in the Event one.
준비됐어요. 퍼져라.
Excuse me.
덤벼. 까불지 말라고. 집중, 집중. 승자 기운이 나셨나요? 답이 따윈 없어.
But yeah, I hope that they improve Chaos sooner rather than later. It's quite...
모든 것을
I
걸고
won't say boring, because it's definitely not boring.
전술 기동.
I think it's just disheartening to not hit. Or it is disheartening making builds knowing that they're gonna be useless soon. Especially since they're useless for the ranking dungeon and
준비됐어요. 준비됐어.
we're running out of time. Because knowing that there's I think I need this for... Pretty sure I need that for the exploration thing. Yeah, knowing that there's not much value soon sucks. Because basement's not hard enough to actually warrant grinding super hard. So this Noah build is going decently so far. This is probably the stress one. I know it's not. Nice. Also, hey, Crimson. These are all worthless. Yeah, I didn't feel like streaming yesterday because that was like the peak of my like I really don't feel like playing the game, or like it's like that was like the peak of my like oh there's not much reason for me to play the game rather, because of the realization that I was gonna be gone for a lot of the remaining season. Like I'm gone for an entire phase basically, and so I guess the idea is that I'm gonna make like some tier lists. I was gonna make like a series I guess, because there are a lot of different evaluations that are relevant for the game. So it's like a tier for like actual strength, a tier for like memes, a tier for how easy they are to build for the best tiers. Like I was gonna make probably like a video series and just like post them over the week I was gone. And obviously to do that I need to play a few more characters. So I'll probably end up doing that in the next like over the next 5-6 days while I'm still here. I probably won't stream the final few days that I'm here, but neutral cards? The neutral cards aren't interesting enough, sadly. There are a few, but a few isn't good enough for a whole video. These aren't the good ones, so I can just take the upgrade. I already have this, I don't need to bother grabbing it. I think I already have it, rather. Yeah, there are a few good neutral cards, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are kind of, like... The vast majority of neutral cards are very whatever. Like, the sauciest ones is probably the one that, like... It's the neutral version of Adagio. The one that people use to turbo farm, I actually don't know what they use to turbo farm it, but it's that one. Where like they turbo farm a Soul of Hunger, or they turbo farm the multi-hit one that goes up to +6 hits. That one's a bit saucy, I can't deny that. But besides those, it's like all forbidden cards, which most people know the value of them already. I think the main issue with this game right now is that you have to make like, not issue, but I think the main thing with like a smaller content creator for this game is that you have to make videos that people will click on. And tier lists are much more clickable than like neutral card analysis. I also need to see how this card works. I was wondering about that card earlier. I found out, also need this. Buy later. Try to go for the cheap ones first. And maybe there's a small chance that this Renault build pops off. Oh, what was I gonna say? I found out yesterday that Resolve isn't an actual 20% shield gain. It's a plus 20% fixed shield proc. So it's just the text not being very... It's just translations being bad again, which is obviously not surprising, but quite annoying for obvious reasons. Because the game is basically just being wrong again about its own text. I only found out because I was trying to, like, I was looking at Aurelia again, because, again, I was, like, feeling very disheartened by the game, and how, like, high keyboard it was. So I was, like, looking at Aurelia just for, like, some motivation to, like, grind Aurelia. Until I realized, like, oh yeah, all this is irrelevant, like, almost right after I grind it all. But, yeah, I realized that it's actually really helpful to check the detailed thing here, because it tells you a lot of information. Because when you check this, it'll like give you the raw numbers on a lot of stuff. So like when you use Aurelia with Sturdy, it's actually 2 shield procs. So that means Resolve procs twice when you have Sturdy buff from Divine Censor if you have the Epiphany for it. But for some reason, the Lush Seaweed armor doesn't proc twice, but Resolve will. And that's how I found that Resolve was a flat amount, and how I realized that was a fixed shield. Which is like very, again, very odd.
대기 중.
Like, not again, not that big of a deal, but
모든 것을 걸고
just seeing how inconsistent the game is with certain things.
쏴버릴까요? 집중, 준비 전술 기동. 만개해라. 야!
Wow, crits, wow. Wow, every shot crit, what the heck?
지워질 거야. 덤벼. 내 후원이 도움이 되었을까요?
Apparently these end up turn things don't stack, so we'll just go for flowers for fun. They already have all these equipped? No, I don't. It seems that the fastest way to grind exploration points is to get equips. Because the events are pretty hard to get. Events are pretty hard to proc, because you'll proc most of them naturally, so are monsters, so the vast majority of your points are locked behind you for getting different items over time. So I think it'll, on average, take me about, like... I still need to proc rare events, so I'll probably dodge... do I need to dodge? I'm 20 Fate Memory off, I don't have any Divine Epiphany, so it's actually fine for me to go for this upcoming thingy. If I miss the shop... I guess the shop's pretty relevant for my needs. Also, if I go into this, I have to fight this thing, but it's before the checkpoint, so it's fine. But, excuse me. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you're trying to fast level Chaos, then it's like even the event choices themselves are seemingly irrelevant. Because I looked into it, or I like not necessarily looked into it, but I clicked on, I like sifted through the exploration score, and it only judges you for whether you found the events themselves. So I know there's a lot of like, there's a lot of like people on streams and stuff that try and tell streamers how to like find stuff more efficiently, which is obviously helpful, but it seems that the idea that you need to do it like dutifully or diligently like click on every event path that you haven't seen before is kind of incorrect. You just have to click on equips that you haven't found. So like here, I already took this equip, so I actually don't even need it. I could just take it. I could just go anyways, just because it's faster. I think maybe fighting it. I don't know if I'd take it in the fight against this, so I'll fight just in case. It's because some of these, I fought the mobs earlier because I didn't have them recorded on my codex. I think I did fight this before already. I'll probably get Flower again. I think I fought this last night. Hey Fox. The runs have been going, they haven't been that good, if I'm being honest, but I appreciate the ask. It's like very fine right now. This is the first run so far, but I didn't really take a run yesterday, because the day before yesterday, I spent like 3 hours on stream and I got like 1 mediocre run, which is obviously fine. But I've realized recently that oh no, yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm being a little bit of a downer, but I think it's kind of fine to just talk about it, because like this is a game that requires a lot of grinding, and obviously the season's quite long. It's like 2.5 months long, right? So the first 2 months, like it's very easy to like just play and like not think about the season ending. But now that the season's like, obviously we still have about 5 weeks until the season ends, or like 4 weeks until the season ends, because the next, no, it's like 5 weeks, yeah. But the issue for me personally is that I am leaving, like I won't be able to play for a while. Hey Rain Talk. I won't be able to play, like in a week I'm going back home to my family's place and I won't be able to stream or play that much, so I'll be gone for like 2.5 weeks, nearly 3 weeks. And then by the time I come back, it will be like 1 week left before the season ends. And since the season is ending, I won't be able to actually like, I won't be able to properly grind a build and like also properly enjoy it in the content I'm playing it in, if that makes sense. Because what ends up happening is that those decks will be functionally worthless after the season ends. So playing for that week, like all the gameplay I do for that week is essentially meaningless because within the week after it's all being wiped. So range hog, I wrote down a note somewhere. Yeah. Dreadco? I see you, Dreadco. Yeah, it'll be a good time. We're going to like a very like outdoorsy thing, which is ironic because my family isn't very outdoorsy, but we're doing some outdoor stuff. We're like apparently like seeing the night sky be really easy and all that. Like it's a really pretty outdoors view. So yeah, and then besides that, like week of being out, I'll have another week and a half of like staying at home, where I have a lot of friends in the city that I grew up in still. So hopefully I can spend some time with them. Otherwise, I'll be like just reading books and not playing games. You might have a different nickname for each game. Yeah, ranked 1, number 1 seed of the ARAM tournament. I see you. When you said captain, I was like, oh, that must mean he's not like a player. And then I saw you typing, and I like clicked the chat until I saw you like out your name. I was like, the fuck? This range hog guy is this range hog guy is a top player. What the? Stargazing? Yeah. I mean, we'll see if my family wants to go stargazing because we're pretty bad with the cold, or they're pretty bad with the cold. I'm better about it since I moved to the northeast, but they live in the south. So it'll be like stargazing, and it's like a very low light pollution area and all that. I mean, it should be really pretty. Like, it should be a good time. I'm like half excited. I hate cars, so it's like an 8-9 hour drive to the location that we're gonna be staying at. So I'm not excited for that drive because I hate really car sick really easily. And then like obviously it'll stay for a long while, or like we'll be out for a long while as well. I'll keep all these. And I dread like going on a car for that long, but I'll just take a nap. Like it's in the end, nothing a nap can't solve on a car. Very extended sleep. Long drives can kill you as well. Yeah, it's really annoying. I mean, it is what it is. Something about sacrifice in order to see beauty or something. Yeah, range hog. I can't believe you. Just trying to flex on me.
위험한 공격이 아닌가요? 준비됐어. 모두 조심해요. 모든 것을 걸고 대기 중. 지워질 거야. 준비됐어. 전개.
It's really crazy how much more damage Renoa's annual hits do. Patch. I don't really know which. We'll just attack the researcher. Is there any new season content for the rest of the month? Yeah, it's happening pretty like it's right before Christmas. They're releasing the new character and the second ranking dungeon while I'm gone. Which is like even more reason for me to not bother with the ranking dungeon this time around. Maybe after. Like the second ranking dungeon is probably the main content that I'll be grinding for in that last week that that event is active. But otherwise, yeah, it's not much going on. That's what unemployment does to people. True. Employment done this to MF. Yeah, there's still stuff going on. Like,
대기 중.
despite me like talking about like how there's like a little bit less happening, there is stuff like still happening.
모든 것을
It's just that I won't be around for it. That's why I'm talking as if it's already like dry. Cause for me, like more or less, it is already over.
모든 것을 매듭짓도록.
Garno is so cool.
기운이 나셨네요. 덤벼. 야! 준비됐어.
I need to fix your stats somehow. Something about them feels a bit
모든
off.
것을 걸고 모든 것을 걸고
I should have healed.
체력 속에
Well,
새겨지는 죄들이여.
there's no point in a lot of these choices because again, you're looking for equips or rare events. There's a real question on which one's the correct option here. I feel like I know that this first one's the best one for chaos, but I think this middle one is technically way better if you're trying to fast cycle. But this last one is really good if you're able to have a lot of flowers, give you your dirge bolts instead, because it makes your deck cycling a bit faster. We'll see though. It's gaming content, but that might be also them rewriting the story. I mean, the story rewrite's kind of separate, I think. Obviously, it's a really big deal, but I think the story rewrite and how the game feels, the game probably would have felt the exact same, even if the story wasn't being, or if the game content wasn't being delayed. Also, being honest, I think they were lying. I don't think they're focusing that much on the story rewrite. Because they've already stopped focusing on Korea. Like, Korea is literally already a lost cause because of how baby ragey their gamers are, or how publicly vocal they are in baby raging. Like, they're already angling towards Japan more than Korea. I mean, at least based on Chizuru's thing, right? Like, obviously, it's a bit of a, like, it's like a bit of like assumptions that they're focusing more on Japan, but it definitely feels like they care more about Japan. And Japan, I mean, no region actually cares about the story rewrite. Let's be honest. Besides Korea, and not even Korea cares about the story rewrite. Like, I'm not like, as an outsider, honestly speaking, Korea's outrage feels extremely performative and not at all genuinely like, oh, we want the best for the game. And for the employees, it generally just feels like, oh, they had a young boy cook us in story and therefore we're mad. Like, that's all it feels like to me. And it's a bit uncharitable, obviously, but that's just how I view it. Like, it's just not, it's not like very genuine. Yeah, I agree. It does feel like pure damage control. It's not like it, to me personally, it's not like genuine damage control. It's not, or rather, it's not genuine outrage from Korea. It's like them going like, "Wah, we want this game to be canceled, so we're gonna find any excuse to cancel it." Hey, Prince Charming. Nice name, by the way. You plan on having a good deck for Chizuru, but end up with Yuki having all the goods? That's so funny. Yuki stealing everything. It's sad how Korean's audience treats games. Yeah. It's kind of insane. I saw that they have trucks running around. Is that not crazy? Like, they already have trucks running around? I don't know what to take here, honestly. Whatever. These are never gonna get epiphanied. Yeah, the trucks are so funny. B-hinge challenge, impossible. This is a really bad stage for me because I can't actually break off the field with either of these characters.
대기 중.
I can hit. I think multi hits work, but not extra attacks. Annoyingly. They put mean stickers on them of the Ojif and Meilin. Yeah. It's
준비됐어.
really funny.
대기
I
중.
don't know, like,
전술 기동.
in this country, like, do these gamers not know shame? I mean, obviously they don't, or else it wouldn't be a problem, but...
까불지 말라고.
Is your cringe email nickname from 2012 going to change it, but you are afraid you might lose game accounts? I think it's, I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a pretty solid name.
준비됐어요. 도움이 됐나요?
I've had some pretty embarrassing usernames in the past. So I get the mood of like wanting to change it.
순진하게 도와드릴게요.
Like my last like real nickname that I made myself was Tactifet, which is fat cat backwards. And honestly, I thought that was a pretty banger name even now. So I guess it's not that embarrassing to me. But like Lol's What was my other major nickname that I had for a while.
충동.
Why is it healing me?
충동.
Why does it say it's healing me? I don't get it. Is it bugged?
충동.
How odd. Oh. Yeah, it's a grower.
장미는 제멋대로 피었다. 준비됐어. 모든 것을 걸고. 기운이 나셨나요? 대기 중. 야! 하!
This is pretty bad, honestly. These are all pretty whatever. Yeah, these are all super whatever. Yeah, it's also like funny knowing that like the game being potentially cancelable by the Koreans also affected its potential value. Because I know that Perp was saying that she didn't want to play the game, or she didn't want to give the game a chance because of the notion that it might be canceled in Korea.
덤벼.
And obviously Korea is like the most connected community that Smilegate has because they're a Korean company. So purely because of all of their shenanigans, the game's obviously still doing alright, but they could have been doing a lot better. Restore. It doesn't actually. Oh, it does. Restore and restore are both the same text. It's probably a mistake.
지워질 거야. 준비됐어. 순지 확인해보자.
I assume it's incorrect rather.
대기 중.
Bad situation for the game.
모든 것을
Honestly,
걸고.
I wouldn't even say it's that bad. Because like I said, they're already like not focusing on Korea anymore. Like Smilegate's already not necessarily given up on Korea, but it's obvious that they are a bit aware that there are bigger fish to fry in different regions. Which is good, right? Being aware that you can focus on Japan for better value in the long term is pretty good. Cause like I don't think I think I need this, right? Whatever. Doesn't really matter. A bit aware. This is not bad. A draw 2, 0 cost. Better than these two. It's a pretty big deal if we can't market it. Yeah, I mean I agree, but no, I mean like I think to me it matters. Like it obviously it still matters, but they can probably get away with it because of the fact that
크레딧은 충분히 가져오셨죠?
they're already aware that the wait, let me check the thingy first. That's 70. If I dupe one more time, that's 4 dupes. So I'm at 30 plus 50. Remove second basic is 30. I have 50. So if I dupe this, I can't take the 0 cost.
뭘 고르셨나요?
I can't take a God Epiphany.
만족하실 거예요. 저만
Whatever then.
믿으세요.
Need any more equips? I don't.
다시 찾아주세요.
I think you can tell they cared about that in the first few patches spots, but I think I think they started to care less because again, based on at least based on their recent
대기 중.
showcase,
준비됐어.
because they obviously they dropped
모든 것을 걸고.
doesn't really matter if you keep
대기
that.
중. 준비됐어. 시력 속에 새겨지는 죄들이여.
They already dropped the Japan focus or the Korea focus in in the Chizuru showcase. The fact that only Japan got real text for Chizuru is a really obvious no signal, I guess is the best word. Indicator, there we go. That they're already over it, in my opinion. As global players, not really my fight for that type of stuff. Just worry for game's future. They can't keep hold of their current player base. Seems like most of the ends to the casual players. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. As someone who's just playing the game, obviously I'm a content creator, but I have a lot of fun. I would say I'm pretty attached to the game, but I'm not so attached that I would call this my super main game, or I'd never play anything else just for this game, right? If there's a more fun game that comes out, I'll play that game. If there's other things, I don't have incredible loyalty, I guess is the best way to put it, which is probably the case for a lot of people. And I think Smalgate probably knows that. But in the end, Korea is already a dead player base for them, essentially. To be totally fair. That's why I think they already bailed out on Korea. Because they looked at you can already tell the value's low from that region. They have by far the lowest rating in Korea. They have the revenue from Korea is probably negligible. The view count from the Korean audience is negligible. Realistically, they have such little value from Korea as a region that it would be of no surprise if they would just already cut the losses there and want to try and market towards global and stuff, which would mean that while the story rewrite is going on, I doubt they're gonna push as diligently as they otherwise pretended they would in the initial director cut or director address and all that. Because obviously, you make that address to in the hopes the 0.05% chance that the Korean incels will believe you, but they won't. They aren't. The nature of that community is that they just won't. They were never gonna believe you in the first place. So. I'd rather prefer that they make the roguelike more efficient. I want them to focus on roguelike in Season 2. I'll probably make that video as well, delay post it before I leave, but I want them to really, really, really... Obviously, it might be a Season 3 ask, because Season 2 is probably already, being locked in by the developers. I really want Season 3 or one of the next seasons to be super roguelike focused, just entirely about the roguelite. And nothing else, because the roguelite's way more interesting than whatever else they have going on in the gacha content, because their gacha content is not good enough. And not even that's a bad thing, because gacha is very rarely good enough in most of these games, but their gacha content is not good enough to justify a lot of things happening. I need datapad, I need soul orb, I need another datapad, and MSS scope. I don't know how to get this. It's probably some other thing. This is the boss drop. I need hit by elites more. I need to get all these equips and equip them. That's where most of my data is at the moment. You can see monsters. I got +2, or most of my score from that run just now was from getting these two. I'm still missing the other row here, and I have everything else besides rare events. So That's why farming these Chaos Dungeons is really tiring or really annoying. Because you just have to be lucky with the equips in the end. Once you settle your rep in Terraria, you will never win those players back. Yeah, because they have, like, the biggest thing with Korea is that they have so many games that have already catered towards their type of players. So, like, they have no reason to crawl back to your game because it feels like I'm trying to like extend it to like most Asia games in general. Like, there are so many Asian games that already have like. Or rather, what's the better way to put this? I think a lot of Asian gamers care more about the aesthetics and the vibe of the game than they care about the actual quality of the game. So like, and this like sense to like, at least I don't know about I mean, I'm gonna assume the Japanese community just because I doubt that they're much better in this regard. But I know at least in China as well, like, and like the perception of how the women treat you is super important for these cultures, for like very silly reasons, in my opinion. 1, 2. I can't make it here with the buff unless I can't make it here in the buff period. 2, 3. I have to take 2 no matter what. I have to do a real fight. That's a bit annoying. Might as well go above then. It's either 1 campfire or 2 campfires. I need to fight elites to get the rare drops. So I might as well dodge this, I guess. I'll just do it on the next run, or I'll do it on the future thing. I'll just go above. Take this campfire. Oh, this is so ugly. It's like one of the worst looking runs possible. I'm looking for elites for the equipment. Oh well. Yeah, roguelike end mode would be really good. I think the main issue with the roguelike endgame mode is that it's not very profitable to make a roguelike endgame mode, but I think it's definitely a lot better for the actual gameplay. Like, to me, the game, like, this game's a lot easier balanced and a lot easier, like, it's a lot easier to flesh out concepts if you stick to the roguelike aspect, because as we already can tell, you can't really make satisfying endgame builds and balance like gacha side content. Like, you can't let players go for BIS while what's there? Like if you allow players to go for BIS, then you just accept the fact that you have to make content really unfair and really unfun in order to make them challenging. Because that's the only way that you're realistically gonna, in my opinion, handle that. There you go, Moran. Look, it's been a hot minute. Actually, yeah, it has. It's been 3 years almost, or over 3 years. You like a roguelike end game mode that you can take an already built deck and run it 2 times to do 1 or 2 upgrades on cards or replacement items? Yeah. Agreed. Like they, again, like they should just accept that gacha side is gonna be like giga fucked no matter what. Like, it's just impossible to balance. And if they make it impossible to balance, then they should let characters have unfair epiphanies, like more stuff like more bullshit like Malin, more bullshit like I think the Cassius stuff, like I think Cassius Tressa Mika should be nerfed because it's too obnoxious in my opinion. Like that gameplay is like really boring because it takes you like 10 minutes a turn. I think that's unfun, but at least like the Malin thing is like it's like really unfair because it's a little broken, but at least it's a short turn. Welcome back, Fox. Thank you for the follow too. Arrival. I was gonna say, I'm like, Fox feels so different when there's no there's no emotes attached to the emote or messages. If they nerf Malin, they aren't in a rush to power creep. Yeah, I think the only not really like counterpoint, but the only comment I have about that is that Do I die to this boss fight? Whatever. They'll be fine. Like, I think they've already power crept the game too much. Obvious. I mean, that's a pretty obvious thing, right? Like, we already know that they've already power crept the game too much. How do I get another equipment out of this? I don't know if it's possible. I already have the contaminant helmet. I probably just need to purchase more items. I hope their workarounds not nerf it is not just me any. That's lame. I definitely agree. Workaround.
이건 좀 어렵겠는데.
I think they have to nerf.
지워질 거야.
I think they have to nerf though is the main thing. That's my take on their current status of the game.
준비됐어. 자비 따위
Status?
없어.
Cause like it's just
장미가 피어나
I think it's
모든 것을 매듭짓도록.
I mean I guess to be fair like capping hit count above 7 is like already it's like fine. Because there's so few things that do that.
덤벼.
And it's probably more fun for the player base to still have access to these super giga silly infinite hit combos and just have it be irrelevant on the more serious quote unquote serious content. But to me I feel like they should nerf it, but I can see why they wouldn't. My only worry with Power Creep and Season the end that they'll be following HSF formula to letter, and at that point, future for season 2, yeah, that is genuinely like the main issue, right? We don't know how they'll balance CZN, and that's again the reason why I really want them to focus on the roguelite, because the roguelite's like by far the most unique aspect of their game. Like, it's not even close. Like, nothing in the market is like their game in the roguelite aspect. But there are so many iterations of their gacha side content. Except this game also, if this game wants to focus like gacha side, then it's gonna be like this ranking dungeon where you're forcing players to spend 80 hours a week. Like, literally 80 hours a week to like farm up the build. And then if there's one adjustment, they have to refarm the build, which is another 80 hours, right? And then it's just like that is sustainable. Like that is ironically sustainable because the way you make your game like truly profitable and truly like a mainstay is by making it addictive and forcing people to grind and like Stockholming them into playing. So like that's like kind of fine, but you can only do that for so long, especially if the gameplay remains the way it is. Thinking anti-melee. Oh yeah, I got you, man, Gameron, when you wrote that. I know I didn't read it out loud all the way, but I was like, I'm pretty sure he means pretty sure he means the other thing. But yeah. The steering dagger is useless. It's also ironically a moment we'd rather fail than succeed. Maybe I'll fight it. I don't know if it will trigger another event. Either nerf or make other shots more viable. Suchi's point on lowering the amount of actions you can do for raid is good idea, but not perfect, but easy to immediately implant. I get where he's coming from with that. I forget what I was doing when he was talking about that, but I did hear him say that. I only don't agree because, I mean, I don't know if you were there for like when Suchi was outing my business with that one content creator that I had a massive disagreement with. But the only reason why I disagree with that is because I don't like it when you limit content, and that is limiting content. I think it makes challenging content, but it's not like that's ever gonna be difficult. Like, action limiting in a game like this will always mean that instead of like farming, instead you're forced to, I mean, it's very similar to what's happening now. You're forced to reroll your runs until you get ideal starts and ideal hands and ideal draw orders for all 10 turns, which is probably even more toxic than what is happening right now. Also, it's really funny about animation. Okay, mom's called me like 5 times. Let me call her back really quickly. That's what you were saying before I call her back. Make sure I have his Lab Zero is the worst world. I get that just because it's infinite. But I know I know where you're coming from. I agree that it feels really bad. Unsupply eventually force them to deal. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Lab Zero mines are really obnoxious. Scary, yeah. She's probably calling me about some healthcare thing because she wanted me to look into it. That I haven't done yet. Give me a second. Well, I mute myself.
침착하게 하나, 둘, 준비 완료. 대기 중. 칠흑 속에 새겨지는 죄들이여. 사냥의 시간이군요. 기어나라. 쏴버릴까요? 야싸! 침착 하나, 둘, 준비 완료. 칠흑 속에 새겨지는 죄들이여. 경기 좋죠? 준비됐어. 지워질 거야. 대기 중. 준비됐어. 덤벼. 까불지 말라고. 써버려. 집중, 집중. 대기 중. 전설 기동. 만개 흐름. 침착하여. 베로니카에게 꿈이 있어. 기운이 나셨나요? 확인해보자.
Another really short call. The farm, yeah, Fox. So it's like it's just not like it's. I get the intent, but it's still not good. You're just farming for a different sort of like it's just farming for a different sort of BS if you actually limit like that. Wampa. Man, unique items. Okay, I mean, yeah. So like all the like there are so many problems with these ranking dungeons. Like it's not really solvable. Like nothing they can do solves any of the problems that exist in the game right now, which is totally fine if they just accept it and focus on their actual good gameplay elements, which is again the roguelite and not the gacha HSR stolen content side, right? Like they need to accept there's no hope for making that satisfactory, in my opinion. We all agree that TZN, yeah, it needs changes, but the only, like, it needs changes, but honestly, I can find myself not really caring about them being particularly, what's the word? I am fine with them not being urgent with solving the gacha content as long as they are putting a lot of effort into the chaos content. I think the way to fix infinite turns is a never-ending boss turn like Judas 10. He's attacking you if there's counter on 0. Yeah, I can agree with that. But the only issue with that is I think the ironic problem with that is that you actually encourage the current. I already have this. You ironically encourage the current system, like the current cheese, but now you're like, well, I mean, you're just encouraging it, right? That's it. It's just the current system, except you're actively feeding into it more and more and more, because of the fact that you're bruh. Where's my equip? Cause think about it, Gameron. Right now, the reason why you need to farm damage is because you don't have a way of getting damage. So if you make it like Judas, where you get punched over and over and over again, what you're actually doing is that you're like government sanctifying, or whatever, like whatever term you want to use. Like you're actively encouraging them to. You're actually encouraging the healing team, right? Like you no longer need to farm the self-harm build. You no longer need to do that. You're actually going, hey gamers, just build a lot of healing and action spam so that you can infinitely heal and gain score. Unless they take away the healing score, but then that's feeding into like just brushing damage down. I mean, it's still the same thing because you're still just gonna heal and do more damage with like infinite scaling stuff, in my opinion. The Hey Joker, what changes? Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, the just expanding upon their roguelite or on chaos is what I would want. Gameron or yeah, Gameron, Joker. I said the first thing that I saw when I looked over at my other monitor. Yeah, Joker. Like it's just yeah, sorry, I was just listening to oh, I never actually paid attention to this item. Let me rebuy this. I'm being super distracted by DeLong. Yeah, expanding Chaos somehow is really important to me because Chaos is by far their best gameplay. So either like it's just like making. I mean, I told this to Sushi a long time ago, and I'm sorry, this Sushi guy like always forgets what I tell him. This guy always takes credit for my work. Nah, but more seriously, like the idea of like expending or like extending Chaos so that you have more rewards for it. Like you're able to like redo your builds or just like lock in your Chaos deck and like continue making it better or worse, or like just not having to care about the fact that you have to save it, right? Like allowing you to go like 10 floors deeper into Chaos if you really want to. Like new game plus your Chaos run over, like jump into a different world. Like you start at World 1 and then you go to World 2 and you go to World 3 and then you go to World 4, World 5, and then you fight like a Giga boss at the end of World 6, like boss gauntlet it. And then instead of like having to care about your save file data, you just get like, I don't know, like equipment reforged materials at the end, depending on how well you do, right? Like they could do that for Chaos, and that's not like, it doesn't have to be super rewarding to prevent FOMO, but you can just make that like, you can just make it so that equipment mats are like your long-term gear farm or long-term rewards for doing that. And I think a lot of players would be really interested in that because obviously equips are like really hard to farm up in the long run, right? So stuff like that. They could like, instead of making decks be all the rage, like you can have other things that would be really useful. Infinite is the boss. I mean, infinite turns are the problem because you can never outscale infinite turns in the long run because with how Cassius scales. To lead into your melee tank, I think it's fine to nerf 4 and 10-minute infinites. Yeah, I get like, yeah, the 10-minute infinites, like, it's just like counting. I guess it's skillful to like hand manage and count, but it's not interesting gameplay. Like no one's watching a 45-minute gameplay of somebody playing a 10-turn Cassius or Cassius Mika Tressa ranking dungeon. Like no one gives a flying fuck. Like no one even wants to watch the when I posted the Chizuru Infinite, like the million damage. Like, no one cared about the setup turns. I even asked in the video itself, like, hey, let me know if you care. And no one said no, but no one watched it. So it was like, none of the content consumers for this game care about the in-between. They just care about the result, which is totally fine. But that just feeds into, like, the entire, like, no one cares about these, like, giga long turn, yeah, no one cares about these giga long turns that people take for ranking dungeons. Like, they'd rather just see the cool clip and then call it a day, like, dip afterwards. Missing on barrel? Oh, God. 4 opening founds. You duped and then you hit 2 epiphany? What? Wait, what? Increased tenacity damage of this card by 100%. This turbo break ass opening found deck. If only it was an upgrade, that'd be a Giga deck. That's so funny. Nerfing, yeah, I think it's a net positive no matter what overall. Really good idea, gives people more options. Yeah, exactly. And it all just comes down, like, again, that's why I hope they don't care about Korea anymore. Because the more they care about fixing the story, the less brain power, collectively, they have towards actual problems. Like, their long-term gameplay loop. So I really, really hope that they already gave up on Korea, because they should not care about that region one bit. Also, if I take this portal, I fear I might die to this. I mean, I'm not even running this for the seasonal rights. I don't really care, but I don't have many elite fights. One, I can go here. I could go here. I need to take the elite fights as I can. So it'll be like 1, 2. So I have to go through this Giga boss. Can't even take this fight though. It's after checkpoint. So I have to dodge one elite fight. So let's go above. Ignore the portal. Any save that you get 3 charges, get 3 tries to get Giga Hard Gauntlet. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. There's a lot of good ideas that exist. We'll see if they commit to even one of them, but yeah. 1000% agree that they just need to focus on the roguelite and make it more rewarding and make it more like whatever term you want to use, like extensive, rewarding, complex, difficult, as long as it's not like raw number difficulty, or as long as the raw number difficulty is accompanied by real gameplay and not just you running the exact same thing you're already running, except it's just harder for no reason. I wonder if this is a reroll. I feel like maybe that's the fix they did. Maybe the cards are predetermined now, instead of being able to reroll every time you cast something else. I'm gonna grief this just to see. Okay, yeah, the game... Okay, that's why they're telling you when this works. Because the game already knows what the card's gonna do. Or it's already locked in the next action on the breakdown card. So I was wondering why they would let you have access to that quote-unquote bug, but it's not actually access. It's just unreal. Since you no longer reroll it, they're like, let you, like, here, talk about it, or take it. Oh, what did I do? I don't know, I did nothing. I clicked the button, I didn't know what I clicked. You kind of see the same with story games. Most people tune in for Kanto finale, see people's reactions. Yeah. It's literally just do I have to fight this? I don't have to fight this, but do I get? Oh! I'm not fighting that. I don't know if that's an important fight I need to take. Oh, it's trash anyways. Great. Yeah, it's always, they always care about the results, at least on YouTube and content creation. I mean, that's not even like a CZN specific thing, right? But obviously that's mainly justification for them to rip out the emphasis on long-term or Giga spam builds. I forgot what I took before. Gremlin. My shopkeeper. It's my shopkeeper. CZN story's not it, sadly, yeah. They're spending... Yeah, I know, right, Gamron. It's so stupid. Stop focusing on story. It's already doomed anyways. Clearly, the director that cares about story is not talented enough anyways. Like, just give up, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Do not ruin your game because of your ego. It is fine. We do not care. No one cares. No one cares. Nobody cares. Just let it be bad. Jajan! Think about inflated difficulty number stats, not mechanics, or interesting ways to fight. Yeah, like, because that's what the current, like, inflated difficulty is, right? To be fair, they had to rush it. That's why I don't mind it as much. Like, the, diff 9, 10, 11 were all rushed. Because people were bitching that diff 8 was too easy, which I agree with. Like, diff 8 was always gonna be a skill issue with how hard it was. But, I mean, no, diff 8 was just a raw straight up skill issue with people failing it, which is fair. Because skill issue in that sense is like taking the correct team, and the correct team was always gonna be Mika Veronica, or like some hyper niche team, and most people aren't satisfied with that, obviously, so can't blame them too much for that aspect. Okay, can I get like the real Flower of Dead Souls? Like, why is it always the shitty one? How do I get the real Dead Souls? Also, do I need this? Wait, this is a remove card. This is giga worthless. Wait, I can't even take this with me, so does it even count towards my exploration data? I don't think it does. Wait, is this card the reason why they had to code out remove? Isn't this card broken? I think I've never seen this card before. We'll just fight it. Maybe that's sauce. Hey, Donut. Meow. One of the most fun aspects of roguelikes is the boss design. Bosses make your runs vastly different. I agree. The only problem with this game is that it's a bunch of gacha players. So, yeah. So, like, blue pot's already a pain in the ass. You want to make people go through more blue pot-esque designs and, like, complain about those, you know? I agree that blue pot is interesting, and, like, I think skill issuing. I think more devs should be open to skill issuing their players. But yeah, it's permanent morale and it gives you temporary AP. So I can see why they deleted it or made players unable to find it. It is quite funny though. You go up, tap this, go down. Oh no, go middle. Gacha players. Ew, gacha players. Yeah, I definitely agree that like it's like they should just make things more complex. Like I think with the hardest difficulty, you should feel satisfied because you played smartly and not because you got lucky. And as far as I am aware right now, it's not really about playing smart in this current era of hard content. It's more of like getting lucky or just having the broken comps. Like people who are trying to beat the people who try and beat the hard content right now. Wait, why is it so low? Do 66. 7, 140, 310. Is that still too low? Or is it already boosted? Whatever, I don't care. It won't matter, it's gonna die to the spam anyways. For Noah spin! Pew 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 pew! The issue isn't getting lucky, the issue is getting lucky 6 times in a row and not unlucky once. For the hard content, no, it's definitely... No, I disagree. Because the good, I only disagree because the best, or like, I'm not talking about like, clearing it once. Because right now, the skill issue, it's not really skill issue because the game is badly designed, but the current skill issue with Chaos 11 is that people aren't taking the good teams in the Chaos 11. They're trying to clear Chaos 11 with bad teams, which is technically a skill issue because like roguelites and these like deck building teams, like a lot of your success is supposed to be predetermined around you, like you having a strong foundation, right? So it's only like you only have to be lucky with epiphanies if you're taking in bad teams for the most part. Like Veronica, Mika, for example, like they're probably like the most core to like these generically good chaos clearing teams because you basically cannot miss their epiphanies. Like they literally don't have enough bad epiphanies in their decks for you to have a bad epiphany, because even their generic epiphany, like they have 2 terrible epiphanies and then the third option, and then like that's it. Like you literally can't miss. Like I agree, if you're playing stuff like Kayron, yeah, Kayron, sure. Hugo for the most part, sure. Renoa, sure. But like the actual good characters, it's almost impossible to miss. And that's the only reason why I'm like I get what you're saying, but it's a skill issue in taking the characters that can miss. But it's not, but again, in that scenario, it's not a genuine skill issue, it's bad balance. Like that's not actually real difficulty. That's just the game's balance being bad and forcing you into playing these characters that have better cards, if that makes sense. Gacha audience is trained to want instant gratification for low effort. Yeah. I mean, you can't really blame them. They are. I think gaming has been very coddled, besides like Souls-like stuff. So you can't blame them too much for being coddled, I think. Like, it makes sense to some degree. Speaking of roguelikes, speaking of gacha games, have you heard of Limbus Company? I'm never playing that game. I'm never playing that game, and I'm never reading Kengan Ashura. Yeah, Gamera. I like now the game is so unbalanced that you could make the argument that skill issue right now is more about the inability for players to want to draft the correct team. But yeah, they like if your point is that they should make more epiphanies good, yeah, they should. You're right. There should be way less bad epiphanies and way more good epiphanies. You are right. I have no disagreement with that. They should not be making bad epiphanies. But unfortunately, that is the game we're playing. And some characters do not have bad epiphanies like that whatchamacallit. In that, I guess quantity, I don't know. I mean, I think you know what I mean. Limbus shield, no weighing! I've had too many friends tell me to play Limbus, and here I am not playing Limbus. It's really just my fault. I can't remember how bad Renoa's spells are, by the way, or cards are. All of our good cards are just Dirge generation and Dirge consumption, and everything else that like is buffed by Dirge bullets or something are all just so mid. Whatever, it's fine. I spent so long staring at the game yesterday, trying to find any motivation to play. You have to rush it? Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of story games, right? Like, the only FOMO is through the gacha, but if you don't have that... If you don't have that FOMO, then, like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you are good to go, playing whenever you want, reading story whenever you want, vibing out whenever you want. Children summoner. I really need better equipment on Renoa. Limbus gacha rates cooked. Limbus sharding system. Me hitting Malphos in 20 pulls and then never playing again. Oops. Honestly, like, a really funny aspect about this game in particular is, again, like, the game's so poorly balanced So like only certain things are good. But chasing those poorly balanced things is like literally half the fun. Like I was thinking like the only thing that I have left for this patch is I really want to like get like a giga Renoa build, like 40 bullets in deck Renoa build. Like this is what my dreams are made of. 40 bullet Renoa deck, and then like I cycle everything, hit the boss 80 times, and then I exhaust for like a 5,000% times 3 hit. That's what dreams are made of. And then you have when cards are discarded cube, so you get like plus 5,000% damage. Oh man. Oh man. A little boy can dream. Dreams are made of these, yeah, exactly. This card, I feel like the left one's best for hand or for deck management because you really don't want to draw into heavy dirge bullet decks or yeah, draws. But the right one's obviously better for like draw generation to begin with. But I think +6 a turn is good enough. Assuming this is obviously a deck that I can even bring out properly. I'm also realizing that like these Divine Epiphany dependent ideas are literally not worth the effort, cause it's just like it's just genuinely too much. And that's another big problem with this game is that like either the deck idea you're going for, also my ass is gonna get kicked. Like if you want to stay sane playing this game, your deck idea has to not have Divine Epiphany, like a singular Divine Epiphany plus Epiphany combo that you can go for. It has to be a like multi-option setup, or else you're just giga cooked. Speaking of giga cooked, aren't I kind of giga cooked? Am I dead? Because Nico went crazy on the worst possible fight. Make you sad because they're so... Yeah, like the biggest issue to me is just the fact that like you literally, like so many builds, again, game is not very balanced. So a lot of characters are super reliant on Divine Epiphanies to hit like a true anywhere near Abyss setup. Which it's just not fun, I guess is the only way to put it. Like it's just not fun having to rely on that sort of thing. Also, I just like displayed that turn. They crit twice. It's not enough. Oh, stop it! Stop it! It hurts. Like Chizuru, for example, with the Oni Hunt build. It's obviously playable. I mean, I already tried it with like the non-Divine Epiphany version, and it's just too expensive because you need to inflate your AP somehow, which is fine. But should I fight this? I don't think I can. I'm too low. I already took this, right? I need the whatever. Move the 3 Dirge Bolts from draw and graveyard to hand. This is good if you're pulling it from draw, I guess. You want to draw on Suki for Chizuru so you can cycle to it faster? Oh yeah, if you're playing the cycle or like the Empower version, yeah, it's true. It's just like there's like a lot of characters who have too many holes. Like, ironically, the Tressa thing is particularly unbalanced because you don't need You don't need it.
크레딧은
Obviously, it's good to have Divine Epiphanies
가져오셨죠?
for like the raw value, but like she functions just fine without it, which is really funny. I
물건들이야.
don't think it's gas mask yet.
새 물건들이야. 기다리고 기다리신 새 물건들이야. 새 물건들이야. 기다리고 새 물건들이야. 다시 찾아와 주세요.
Yeah, because again, like with Aurelia and Chiju chasing, I'm going for such a specific and niche multi-hit build. And like a lot of my ideas for this game are like all like that, which is not good for my sanity, to put it lightly. Like the Renoa build I want has to be, I mean, it's a little more smooth. Like it's just a bunch of Dirge ball generations and like a lot of card draw through fake card generation. Like since Renoa, or it'd be I mean, I still want to be Divine Epiphany on the Dirge bullets, but I could get the -1 Divine Epiphany on any of the Dirge creation cards. It could be Divine Epiphany plus AP on any of the Rose discard generation cards. Like there's a lot more options there. But for stuff like Shiju specifically, where I basically can only get one version for the builds I want, it's like so ugly to build for. Shadow build is good, you don't need Divines, make things don't chance. Yeah. I mean, that's, I think, on one hand I really don't like the fact that that's what we're all grinding for, but on the other hand, like, I think it's like ironically good because that is literally like what is fueling most of the hardcore gameplay right now. Like, there's very little reason for most people to be playing this game, or most sweats to be playing this game, if it wasn't for how difficult it was to hit the current builds. Because it is just hard, no matter, like, no one is saying that it's easy to hit the current builds for, wow, 8-card bullet hand. No one's saying it's easy to hit the current bis for ranking. So there's actual ego you have with that. Which I think, sadly, is like something they need to keep up with the rest of their ranking things. Which is a bit toxic of me to say, but I think it's sadly like a reality for them in order to have people continue to be invested in the game. Like, have it be like, basically like Granblue Fantasy, sort of like, we're trapping you in this game forever. Oh, Reno is so fun. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Hey. Crit, I know you can. Beautiful. If anyone got my back, I know it's Renoa. Bruh. I almost had the funny build. Oh, I always got this. I forgot to check this again! I keep buying this shitty ass pyramid thing and I keep forgetting to check if it gives me resolve or not at the start of the game. Whatever. You need stuff for the hardcore audience to grind for. They're the most loyal / high spenders. Yeah, you either need like really attractive women and men or furries. You need really attractive characters for one half, and you need really hardcore gameplay for the other half. For the high spenders. You need the waifu baits and the husbando baits. Oh, hey, nice. Wait, what? Didn't I get this earlier? Oh, it was a rare event. Okay, yeah. Rare event plus the 3 items I haven't seen. Okay, I knew I didn't see that event before. That's good. Nice. Finally out of here. If you've seen Fox, you can't ask a Suchi player if they've seen the leaks. How can I not have seen the leaks with this guy? It's like asking a bird if they've seen the sky. I swear that boy is on the leaks way more than he is playing the game. It's so funny. It's so funny. I'll like be lurking. I'll like go take a nap. He's talking about the leaks. I wake up. He's still talking about the leaks. I like go take a shit. Come back. He's still talking about the leaks. It's like in an 8-hour stream. 5 of those hours are on the leaks or on the E7 bot site, which is totally fine. Like I love his content. It's so funny. It's just so funny like how often he loops back to the leaks. Because there are so many people who haven't seen it. It's like a obviously valid question to ask, like you viewers. And he's like again like super chill guy with all the raids and all that. Like it makes sense about raid and everything. It's just like it just comes up so often. For CZN leaks. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, ironically enough, the only character I care about leak-wise is the only character that hasn't shown up yet. I don't need to burn this yet. I mean, I don't think Mika's that deep in the sauce. I think she only had like 4 at most. 3. 2. She's at 2. Yeah, the only character I really care about in terms of like future release is Tenebria. Obviously, as long as the creator program keeps giving us like insane dumps of crystals, and as long as I'm like really high up on the count, I'll probably keep playing for new characters. Because I lost my 50-50. I'm guaranteed. I mean, I'll probably skip Serenial because I won't be here for most of her banner. Is that true? Actually, it's 21 days per banner. So in 12 days is 23rd. 23rd, I'll be back on the 6th. So there'll be a week left of Serenial's banner by the time I'm back home, or back home from home. I guess is the best way to put it. So Serenial I might actually be able to skip safely without being like too behind on content. Because that last week is probably gonna be pretty dead anyways. And there's no point in making Serenial guys or like highlights because she'll already have been out for 2 weeks by the time I get access to her. Are you official CC for CZN? Yeah, it's pretty easy to be official CC for CZN. Oh, you can't even see it because it already auto-deleted. Yeah, I should be at 30,000, 32,000, but I'm at 46,000 instead because of that. Yeah, so I'm pretty good on pulls. Yeah, free gems. Unlike Suchi, I have no qualms about pumping the rest into pulls, but I'm not close still. So yeah, we got the Sonic armor in case we want to do ranking dungeons for no reason at all. What was also looking for? The discard. So I need to go blue pod again. I need to go into blue pod. Twin Star Shadows has the move plus thingy. I just did live in blue pod for a bit. I don't think I have a blue pod codex. But also, blue pod's a really annoying dungeon, so maybe I'll just do the lower difficulty for it. I could farm for a Giga Malin deck. Oh. I do not like that codex for blue pod. What the heck is that? 40%. Thanks. This is so ugly for blue pot. Can I just get an easy blue pot? Down. To get Renoa for Malin. Because we're going for ease of gameplay, not actual builds. But as for the real leak characters, I don't know. No one really interests me that much on the current leaks. Also, I'm like pretty sure that all the current leaks are like very, like probably like season 4 characters, because I think Luce, or whatever her name is like the current most likely character to be released. She isn't on there. Tenebria is obviously lacking. And if Kayron's on there, then I'm pretty sure Tenebria is gonna be released pretty quickly. None of the like seasonal characters are on there, so obviously the leaks are like from somebody that's in the know and has like has very obvious, what's the word? Like they have very obvious they have the okay, I guess is the way. Like they have the clearance to post all the leaks and like not get in trouble for it, because this is like it's all very intentional leaks, judging by the fact that it's no one that we know, it's all characters that weren't released, it's all this and that. Like if they were actual leakers that weren't like in the pockets of Cygames, this isn't Shadowverse. If they weren't in the pockets of Smilegate, then they would have like leaks people actually care about, and not these like fake hype leaks that they are right now. Yeah, there's so many characters that were leaked, and the characters that were leaked like very obviously are not gonna be out for a while. Like we should have like a countdown until the first character gets dropped. Like I think Adelheid is probably the like first character we'll see. I need to fight these people. I'm pretty sure they kick my ass. Whatever. So be it. These are like one of the mobs that I don't have unlocked yet, and I'm pretty sure they absolutely destroy me. Oh, wait a second. Oh my god. Smug is actually pretty short leaks. They allow us to use 370 to cover all systems. Like, no, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's very obvious that these are like these are Smilegate approved leaks. Like, it's nothing particularly dangerous for Smilegate, and like it's not like they don't have actual information that could like they don't have like information people care about, I guess is the better best way to put it. Like I guess some people care, like obviously Suchi cares about the person who stole Veronica's skin, or the person that Veronica stole her skin from. I forgot her name. Sorry, Suchi. But like people don't and that's for hype. No one actually cares about these characters. People actually care about like who's coming out next, in my opinion. And we have none of that information. Oh, wait, something's funny though. I never actually heard about that. Yeah, it doesn't really. It just like what's the word? Like more Sorry, did I not proc this yet? I did proc it. Oh, they still start at different HP levels. Oh. Damn. Yeah. Very safe leaks. I do want Tenebria, but we'll see when Tenebria pops up. Let me flashbang by the game. Like one of the rare epiphanies that actually feel like an epiphany. Whoa! I'm blinded by my own genius. I think Jenna has a good point about leaks. Leaked games were not really a big issue until Hoyo showed up. So funny. Oh, Hoyoverse. How many problems you've caused for games. That's not even true. Wait, that's not even true. Unless you mean, like, companies being forced to leak their own game. If that's what the point is, then okay, I agree with that. But leaks have always been a huge problem for games, even before Hoyo. Like, the desire for leaks. I don't think that's a Hoyo-initiated concept. I think it's a lot more. No, I think gamers always want leaks. Like I think, like wasn't that the entire issue with GTA 5? And GTA 5 predates Hoyo. That like it got leaked and like someone got in like massive legal trouble for leaking the game. Back where it fully dropped, like they like got like chased down and sued and everything. No, I might be misremembering. It's been a long time since GTA 6 has released, but I'm fairly certain that leaks have always been like a huge deal. Then you know, Hoyo CC, you can't look at leaks. That's what I mean. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. Not in that case. Yeah, you're right. I think I never really heard about games caring about, or like, I never heard about like content creators being punished for seeing leaks until Hoyo popped up. I guess that's also what you meant by like, I see. That's what you, when you brought up Smelgate being chill with leakers, that you meant like, if you talk about leaks, they actually don't give a shit. Like it's like pretty chill with them. I see. Yeah. People lose their contract with Hoyo for that stuff. So funny. Oh, Hoyoverse. I keep these mobs. I'm gonna ult for them. Any excuse to see Malin's ult is a good reason to use Malin's ult. It does peeve me that Malin's optimal gameplay is what it is. I do wish it was more like auto swing focus, because it feels more satisfying to drag infinite cards over to hit somebody than to cast one card that kicks by itself in the way it does for Malin. I say as a person that made a Chizuru video about her one-shotting somebody. Oopsies. Oh, I thought I could... Okay, I can hit too. I am genuinely very curious about how safe they'll play the power creep. Taco ping me again in this voice call? Probably did. I am trained in combat. I can do anxiety attacks. That's a good one. If I'm monopolizing chat, oh, you're fine, Fox. I'll be looking to put talking. I appreciate it. I'll see you in we'll chat more in Suji's chat, obviously. Thank you for the company. Ish eat. I think I probably will commit to more short streams for Chaos Zero Nightmare, just to, like have just continue to try and force myself into the habit of streaming the game. Just because I'm so bad with like these things without like I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter too much because I'm going away for 2.5 weeks, but the idea is that if I force myself to stream the game a lot now, then when I come back from being away, it'll be easier to pick the habit back up again when I'm back. And also, like since my interest in the game is waning a little bit because of, again, the forced break I'm taking, me streaming the game for like 2-3 hours a day will probably be the most I'm playing the game, so I do still need to get data on a lot of characters I don't own. Like, I probably need to level stuff like Kayron and Luke and stuff if I want to make tier list videos with some sort of, what's the word? I guess awareness? Because I know that I was annoyed with that one guy who made tier list before. I already forgot his name. I remember getting annoyed by him having like bad data and bad knowledge on Malin in the past, so I guess to not be a hypocrite, I should probably do the same thing for the characters I would be talking about. Although I suppose the main difference is that the game has been out longer and I see more data or see more opinions on stuff like Kayron and everything. So it's easier to have a uninformed opinion on them. Or it's easier to have an externally informed opinion on them. still probably better if I at least try them out a few times before I talk about them, or at least study their decks before I talk about them. Because I have a pretty good big idea of what the tier lists are going to look like for the characters I know. But the characters I don't really know too much about, I definitely need to do more research. Something like that content's gonna be particularly well done either because because in the end I haven't played all the characters infinitely. And tier list content is probably like the lowest form of content, regardless of how good your intentions are with it. I remember using I used to think that this card was so good, this increased shield gain and damage amount, but in the end it's like kind of terrible because it's just additive with the rest of the stuff. Go for Vuln for the clear. Fight this for the chance of a rare equip. If I see chains, I'm gonna be so upset. I got one strike. If I cast once, it'll be fine. Second cast, I need to be worried about because it will automatically attack. Being pushed to 5 Fury, so it'll hurt a lot. Small chance I can kill it here. Or should be able to. With some luck. Actually, no, I can't. I need a crit. Oh, never mind. With one crit. There was no crit. Bye bye, Maelin. Oh. Dodged. Okay. She's definitely mind breaking soon. Tragic. It's a good item to pick up. Nature's Hostilities, one of the generic weapons. I think it's Mutants is the class it's from. By the way, if anyone in chat is seriously going for the ranking dungeons, in case you don't know somehow, even if you're seriously playing for it, the way the equips work, in order to get the equip, you have to fight an elite mob or higher of the faction that the equip is related to. And Chains seems like, not seems like, Chains is directly connected to the Chaos Order. And so that's why only Blue Pot, Bug World, and Foretold Ruin are the 3 zones that have Chains of Obsession as a drop item, because those are the only 3 zones where Chaos Order enemies show up. But you have to either do the equipment events that give you rare legendary items, or you have to fight elite nodes, or the boss monster itself has to be of the Chaos Order. So I think I don't think any of the boss monsters in Blue Pot. Actually, I don't think the. Actually, maybe only Foretold Ruin. I have to check. I don't know if Foretold Ruin's robot monsters are Chaos Order or not. They might be something else. But yeah, like the short end of it is that you just have to. Wow. The end point is that you have to you just have to fight the Chaos Order mobs, and that's the reason why most people find the. That's why most people find the. Wow, nice. Find the Chain Obsessions through events, because I think Chaos Order mobs are actually kind of hard to find when it comes down to it. Like, I don't know how many elites there are for Chaos Order mobs. It's probably on the faction list actually, so yeah. Actually, yeah, when I click on this crab coming up, it'll probably tell me what faction it's from. So it's probably not even that hard to find out. I do not remember what equips I had purchased before. I haven't gotten Sonic, period, so this will be useful. Or this will definitely proc more score. I think Bone Cutter I generally don't purchase. It's like a method. Be fine. I've never noticed. I don't think I've ever seen that blob as Kentress. Yeah, Kentress is a mutant, so Kentress. Both. Oh no, yeah. See, if I actually said up here, it's mutant. So Kentress would never give me the weapon. So I guess I figure that Blue Pot's events must be all Chaos Order events, and that's why people find the chest piece so frequently from Blue Pot. But they just target the events that give you the random weapon or random chest piece. Wow, that only cooks a lot. It ate the ballista. Oh, Malin's really holding on. I really need to leave the shield. The fact that it's like lingering in my deck and being pulled out from the draw is not good for my draw quality. Create mini water balls. Oh, Malin held off for this long anyways. He's a trooper for sure. Maybe I should go on for Giant Ballista. Oh. Bronco sniping away. Pretty sure Malin gets mind broken here, which is not good. I mean, Kentress doesn't do that much damage without that 9/9 buff, so we'll be fine. Another water ball moment. I don't think Douglas will kill that much, but once Malin unmind breaks, it should be very straightforward. They retain the shield or not, so I should be using Douglas immediately if I'm going for the kill. This crit kills. Oh, that can't be good. 6. Oh, Veronica sniper. Good job, Veronica. No point in going for a build here. They'll all be useless. Mutated Claws is definitely something I've never picked up. It's also on the list for sure. Kind of want this. Really quick damage stuff. Budding. These are all really bad. I'm fighting a lot of elites and bosses, so, or I mean bosses obviously, but I'm definitely prioritizing elite fights as well. Although I say that, seeing that there's not very many multi-elite battles, I can only hit one multi-elite battle, really. There's like 4 elite mobs total on the zone. That's kind of ass. Oh well. So be it. Maybe I'll make a video about this point thing tonight, if I remember, or have the will to. Because I feel like it probably is important for most people to know how to farm this stuff. I'm also certain that there are videos about it already, but whatever, content to content. It's probably better just for me to have an excuse to make something. Like a quick like, oh, actually no, I know what it is. I need to remember that if I have an excuse to make a short video, then I always need to make that video, because until I have like a better following for guides in general, people won't click on the 30-minute plus yapping videos. I have to remember that. I just cast on the wrong order. Yeah, Flame Jewel active that entire time, but it's already Passion Week, so it doesn't really matter too much. Is it dead no matter what to the Ballista? I think it's like 450. Nope. Dead no matter what to the Ballista. Got the pistol. Annoying. The rare time I get a good item. Not the rare time, but one of the infrequent times I get a good item from Squid Boy. Has to be on a farm run. Not even a farm run, on a clear run. It doesn't really matter that much. It's not like I'm going for ranking anyways. Why do I care? The only real... Actually no, there's actually nothing I care about from these runs. It probably actually is just like level 30 everything for the rest of the time I'm playing, so that I'm better prepared for Season 2. There's no way I can compete for ranking, and even hitting a good support build is relevant, because I have to hit the good support build a second time, like very soon. I think I'd probably just go for like a low or like low tier showcase videos, because yeah, like either infinite Renoa bullets without God Epiphanies would probably be good enough. Although that'd be actually kind of hard, because I need to find something that can tank all of those Renoa bullets. I don't think I can do the infinite combo like I did on there's actually just no way I can do the infinite combo. Period. Because Renoa will eventually shoot things down and murder everything. Ah, that's kind of funny. Renoa's like the worst character to push a showcase with like really obscene numbers, because she herself is killing things too quickly. It would have to be like a... I guess I could still showcase it, but it'd have to be actually no, it's still fine. It'd probably be like a 30-turn showcase instead of a 50-turn. Maybe like a 15-turn showcase. Or it would just have to be on the no, it could be on the ranking dungeon. I could probably do it on the ranking dungeon, because the ranking dungeon has a lot of inflated draw, as long as you hit the minimums for it. Actually, is that even true? Because I don't have the raw hit count with Renoa, because her bullet don't count as hits. So Renoa might ironically not be that good for showcasing on that. I guess I'll have to think about it, or poke around it some more. This is the fight that hurts so much if you get late draws on damage. Or Braun can just do 3.4k and on turn 2 for fun. Works for me. So this guy's Chaos Order, so this guy has a really good chance of dropping the chest piece. Oh, it's this guy. The easiest fight in the game. I still need to figure out how this guy works, because I try triggering his traps on purpose, but it still won't trigger on purpose, even when I try and force it. I don't really get it.
현주 공격과 방어는 하나. 도와드릴게요. 준비 기운이 나셨나요?
Use it. Still a little damage too. Maybe it's like when they're primed, they do something.
준비되었다. 6, 0, 신지 도움이 됐나요?
Probably should have been Spirit Armada there, because I think that does buff the ballistas.
방금은 엄청난 공격이었던 거 맞죠?
Quantum Collector is sadly not the chess piece. That's fine. If I get a first unlock on that, I'd much rather it be on a real Tressa run.
어서 오세요.
Okay. I keep saying things as if I'm gonna do them, but I'm definitely not Tressa running anytime soon.
새 물건들이야. 살아있으면 또
Okay, wait a second.
보세요.
These are all probably first-time purchases on Blue Pot. They definitely never wanted X+1. This is an accessory, but I really don't care. Because I already have all the slots filled up with stuff that I know that I haven't gotten before, so I think I just want to finish this run in GTFO. Oh, oops. Okay, that's fine. I keep doing that. We're like, I'm just spam clicking, and then it's like on an interactable, and it instantly selects it. Okay, but I got a good one anyways. I can double hit Veronica Ballista. Although I do need Giant Ballista for this Veronica to carry me through the boss. Without double... Or without that, it's a bit sus. Ritual Dagger's useless. I'll just skip this fight, I don't really care. Go for fast runs, not high quality runs. Oh wait, can I have gone up there? Oh, I still can. Oh, there's another elite fight. Okay, okay. This is a normal fight, I think.
하나, 둘, 준비 완료. 타오르는 화력. 도와드릴게요. 향주 준비되었사옵니다. 공격과 방어는 하나. 기운이 나셨나요?
I forgot to remove the card from earlier. Could be a problem later. Oh, this actually actioning me. Oh, not a big deal.
어린이를 조심하세요.
These blue pot enemies having random extra actions just for fun. Yeah, ouch.
침착하게. 야, 코알스키경. 이거면 되겠죠. 신지 도움이 됐나요?
I probably should have Bronco ulted. I don't think I'm killing.
향기 좋죠.
I think a lot of extra damage here. Or stress.
준비가 기운이 나셨나요? 힘이 될 거예요. 아, 아픈 건 싫다고요. 확인해보자.
I never procced Pendant. Okay, it didn't matter. I didn't use the last thing anyways. That's bad. Veronica is going to Mind Break, but I have 2 fights in a row, so it should be procced before... I guess the issue is that, The issue is that it might be a hard fight because it's blue pot with these nodes. I'd probably rather just not fight. This guy will definitely pop Veronica.
쏴버리 하나, 둘, 준비 완료. 타오르는 화력.
It's so funny how broken reposes as a card.
좀 집중. 준비됐어, 아가라.
Like there's not very many other things that come close to repose in base quality. Like even as like a, it's ridiculous because repose as a base card is better than a lot of actual epiphanies. like Epiphany cards in the game. Like this card's so Giga illegal for no reason other than it can be. Also, I think I make this comment a lot about this game, but like imagine saying that Chaos, like Zero or Seasonal Chaos has a uniquely shit proc rate. I'm missing so many epiphanies in Blue Pot right now. Like I'm just being a dead horde. I've been long being a dead horde at this point, but yeah, it's just never been a real problem. This Blue Pot or Seasonal Chaos having worse epiphanies. It's always been bad epiphany procs. Cloud Walking Shoes. I probably kept this before in Blue Pot. Actually, I've definitely kept both these chest pieces before in Blue Pot. Sure, we'll just do this way. Veronica should mind break at the end of this, which is kind of scary. Okay, it's a long fight, so as long as I kill one before it gets too bad, I'll just Veronica ult immediately then, because she'll get it back ironically enough when if she unmind breaks during this fight. Your rare moment can double ego. Okay, I did not need her to hit the non-scary one. She's also refusing to get mind broken. That is kind of bad. Also a bad draw. Okay, I'm killing the unit that I need to keep alive. This is kind of bad. Okay, it's fine. And Veronica immediately mind broke anyways. Thank you, Veronica. Veronica the goat. Feels so funny to me to have Kowalski is has the little hoodie up in that dancing emote. Makes me very happy, like the most broken spammable character in Chaos is a cutie with a cute father. Can't get that. Fighting is kind of pointless. I'm pretty sure this is a trinket. First remove then. Make the fight easier, because I will need this fight to be slightly easier. I can always just get whatchamacallit. Just pop Wanderer. Not as though I am getting a good deck with this. Excuse me. This is actually an insane start. Wait, that's actually such a massive start because that means the mobs don't even get the first turn acceleration active. That is such a good first turn draw. This is by far the easiest blue pot I've ever done. Final boss blue pot rather that I've ever done. Because these things all spawn with like really toxic things, but then actually no, I guess it must have been skipped over to this turn then. I guess it wasn't that insane of a start. No targeted damage, so might as well just I need more for a kill. It's not killing. If I crit, no crit. Oh, Veronica, my goat. Take this fight fairly slow. Okay, my opening card draw was really good. I'll just take a long turn, I guess. I already have it. I already have Void anyways, so it doesn't matter if I overplay the hand. Yeah, it won't matter at all if I overplay the hand. Worrying about the boss for no reason. I already got the first cheese off anyways, so we are good. Turn 1 Wanderer is just too OP against this guy. really just instantly trivialized him. It's kinda nuts.
도와드릴게요.
Maybe I should have waited. Rapid speed.
기운이 나셨나요? 도움이 됐나요? 침착하게. 스코어시키경! 이거면 되겠죠? 준비된 판!
Man, Malin's punches do so much damage. I guess it's probably because of the fates I had.
힘들었군. 함정도 고생 많았어. 돌아가자고.
None of these are useful. Oh wait, was this guy Chaos Order? He is. So I guess you could get the trust piece from this boss. Okay, yeah. That's what's important to remember. Alright, let's do Ocean real quick. BRB. Looks like I'm trying to light, it's kind of darkish. Alright. Chaos will reveal itself. Yahoo! See how many points we got for that. Hopefully a decent chunk.
수행자라면 이 정도는
88.
기본이었지요.
Only +3. Masterpiece, Claws, Hostility. Okay, so the shop purchasables are irrelevant. I guess that makes sense. I only have one. Wow. I feel like I ran Blue Plot a lot before Season 1 started. I mean, that's just evident through the fact that I had almost every event. I literally have only one missing event, and every mob has been found. Never found the Watcher. The Hidden Tome was the rare one. But yeah, I guess I must have not picked up a lot of these rare events, because I need Bloodstone. So these are from Elites. I just got this. Another Bloodstone. Oh wait, this is Ritual Dagger. I thought this was the vulnerable weapon. Okay, so I need this as well. I need Order Emblems, so I need to do the events from earlier. Oh my lord, there's so many. Like, I haven't gotten any of the... Okay, that's probably the main thing. I haven't gotten any of these offered. So I need Kentress to give me this offering. I need like all this. This is from that one elite. I'm just missing the drops from the elites. Must be what it was. That's really annoying. Blue pot's gonna take so long. It's also like the worst zone. I'll do one more blue pot run. See if I can't find any more. Then we'll call it afterwards.
흉흉한 기운이 넘치는군요. 제가 앞장서겠사옵니다.
Oh wait, I should have gone for the... Okay. I need to take the one that says guaranteed legendary drop from elite mobs, and then I also need... none of that. Right side's good if I was going for an actual farm build, but I'm not. I have to take events and I need to take elites, so... this bottom side is definitely pretty good. Above requires one of those. Do I get more events from this? I would. So I get a shop if I go above. Let me see. 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2. Yeah, I guess top is better. I miss a shop, which isn't really relevant. Otherwise, you go up here. But then I have to go through the portal, which doesn't skip out on too much. If I go below, I have way more overall rewards. I could take one campfire and then continue to farm events. Yeah, it still is below then. Oh, buddy, you're ugly. Alright, step pop until we get to the elite. Take the campfire. Take it nice and easy. Okay. Okay, nice. Got pretty lucky with the, I guess I wasn't that lucky. There's only one miss? I think there's only Spirit of Aromata that doesn't count as a attack for Malin. Because it's Spire, Kick, and... what else was there? Is that it? Spire and Kick. Spire, Kick, Aromata. I think that's it. What was the last one I'm forgetting? Oh, the move. So I had 1 and 3. Not so bad. I need to roll an equipment that I don't have from this, if it lets me. Flashbang, not quite. Might as well take it to remove the pool. Actually, that's probably what I need to do. I need to start taking equips so I can't roll them. Because of the way the game works. Okay, I'll start doing that actually. I need to start like filling up on gold equips, even though it cuts into my credit economy. It lets me not roll them again, right? So you need to do that for... or rather, you would need to do that for the actual things you're aiming for. So I guess that makes it even more ideal to not have minus credits on shops, because credit on shops, or being able to buy out a lot of the cheap legendary items, obviously would be really nice for targeting items. I'm still going below here though, right? We get the event and the elite. Cool Kennel. See, that gives me a item, so it doesn't really matter if I take this. Damage. Sure. This guy, Elite, Chaos Order, decent chance that I get what I want, or decent chance I get the high roll from this, even though I really don't want the high roll from this.
전부
Probably
쓰러지지.
fine, obviously, but
타오르는 화력.
yeah.
공격과 방어는 하나.
I prefer to see one of the non-chess pieces. Way too fast there.
준비되었사옵니다.
Missed out on 2 procs. Or no, just 1 proc.
정.
Which is decently big, but not a big deal.
쏴버릴. 집중, 집중. 신중하게. 기운이 나셨나요?
Shackles, the luge.
펄스키경. 이거면 되겠죠. 준비. 화. 육. 영.
Okay! Miss. Doesn't matter. I need to hold yellows, not blues, right? I stay low for more events in an attempt to get more legendary equipment. When I stay low for 1, and then I go above to the elite, because the elites are where gear actually drops. This will never be something useful, sadly. I mean, getting a gold equip would be useful because it lowers the pool, or dilutes, or undilutes the pool. I need this. This is one of the rare items. Okay, nice. Hit one of the rare items. I would have never taken that before the faint data got exposed. I used to think that equipment determined your faint data, so I would have never risked the
악의 돈.
badness of that item for quote-unquote progression earlier.
쏴버릴 하나. 둘. 준비 완료. 타오르는
That's the main thing about how this game is developed in terms of like overall meta is that
사냥의 시간이군요.
I am very certain that most people did not actually pay attention to Dex and Epiphanies and all that for the most part because they're too busy worrying about them missing or them messing up on the save file themselves because they don't knew how the game worked.
참주 헛.
And you go above. I can go for shop here as well. Might as well go for shop so I can buy some yellow items to fix my pool. Bit of punish for using the ego points last round, but I rolled no AoE ego or AoE egos anyways this round, so it doesn't really matter that I did what I did last time or last fight.
방금 그거 엄청난데.
I couldn't cast Douglas anyways
있겠어.
or Veronica here.
침착 펄스키경. 이거면 되겠죠. 준비된 공격과 방어는 하나. 향족의 무사. 쏴버릴 베로니카에게.
There's some humor with the fact that that curse thing doesn't get assigned to a character, so it automatically removes itself. Because if you could assign that curse card to an actual character, then odds are you would actually keep that for the ranking dungeon. But obviously you can't keep it, so you can't use it for ranking dungeon. But yeah, this guy again.
이 녀석은 제법 세 보이는데 맞나요?
It's so noticeable when the game gives you the same fight twice in a row. Kind of wish it had force variety, but it's kind of fine. It's just weird.
준비되었사옵니다. 향주 생명과 신중 조심하세요. 향기 좋죠.
Probably need to pop Douglas for the ego point efficiency here.
악의 돈. 전부 쓰러지지.
Can I keep the shackles?
준비되었. 핫. 화. 융. 영.
I guess that's the correct order, but I'm not killing this because I don't have reload active.
향족의 무슨. 하. 침착하게. 쏴버릴
It only does 5 damage. I should not real debuff. Wait, what? I thought I was gonna do a bit more than 5. Another miss on the yellow upgrades. Fine.
어서 오세요.
I I need to roll for discounts on here. Otherwise, there's no point in buying it because I'm too poor. Let's remove this now. I'm like giga poor because of the minus like 60% credit mods, so there's no point in chasing them. Bible making. This gives me. This is a card. Rather take the money. Get another round of gold sifting. Moon of Destruction, pretty bad, but it is a discounted gold. Should I just buy the Wanderer? I don't think I need it that bad. It was useful for last minute cheese earlier, but I think I don't want to buy it unless I'm at final shop. Because it's kind of irrelevant outside. There'll be a few fights where it's really good. I don't think I mind too much.
악의 돈 전부
Plus 4 morale.
조심하라고. 한개 올것 같으니까.
I can just ignore this completely because it's never giving me actual damage. Discarded. Oh, so ugly. Discarded the card that I needed to do some giga damage. Is what it is.
방금은 엄청난 공격이었던 거 맞죠? 정말 굉장하네요. 써버리 풀어 먹었나? 향기 좋죠? 향주 준비되었사옵니다. 베로니카에겐 꿈이 있어.
Oh, I guess I wouldn't be buffing the. I don't have the passion upgrade, generic passion card upgrade, so I casted Armada for no reason. Here was last round. I had the upgrade for Armada.
준비 공격과 방어는 하나. 향주긴
Really?
준비됐어요.
Okay, I was gonna say, did I shoot the wrong thing just now? The answer was yes, I did shoot the wrong thing just now. Ended up not being enough damage anyways to kill, but that was a bit funny of a misclick. So little damage, so much stress.
준비되었사옵니다. 아픈 건 싫다고요. 향기 좋죠? 아르웨님의 대활약 다들 봤어?
Let's copy willy-nilly, because we can. None of these are useful, but they are more gold equips, so let's equip them. And those aren't good Chaos Loots, so we'll ignore it. Discard versus Ego. We have Douglas, so the Ego skill is quite generically useful. Here, we'll probably go down, dodge this again, fight, one. Okay, so they're all generically pretty, whatever. So we're going for... What's it? Go for this instead, maybe? I missed out. I get 2 events. I think events are more valuable, so maybe we'll just go for the speed. We'll go for speed, dodge and elite, just because they are a bit variant. There's a bit of variance in those. Yeah, I'd rather go for this anyways. Got magazine. It's quite useful for killing the Cooper head quickly. Oh no, it was perfect. I was about to say, I think I played that too fast, but it ended up being a 300-0. That's good, because it gives me another gold item. I don't think it'll give me a map-specific gold item, but yeah, I'm looking for a gold item just to then to pull out, so if that's what's gonna be, then so be it. Probably could have healed. I should have healed last turn. Also, another scenario where I have no equips or no epiphanies in Codex. How weird. How very odd. I don't have the mark here, so I can't even get this thing. I could fight it. Might as well just fight it. I think if I fight it, I'll get something. It's been a hot minute though, so I don't really remember if it's actually a reward or if it's just more credits and stuff, but if I'm here, might as well box it out. Because I don't think this guy's even that scary. Although this will mark the third time I fight him. Which is a bit humorous. I'll use Lulu Pecco, or whatever her name is, after this turn.
이 아르헨님의 손을 거치면 뭐든 무적이라니까. 준비 화, 유, 겸,
No crit, no problem.
함죽 생명각. 좋죠. 준비되었사옵니다.
I should have popped the Armada before this. Well,
준비되었사옵니다.
not a big deal.
함죽의 무술을 보여드리죠.
Oh. I forgot about getting rid of shackles. Oh well. Crit saved me. Cloud wearing shoes. Another useless item, but thinning the pool, I guess. I always expect to fight it because it was an elite fight, but I didn't get the reward that I wanted from it, so it is what it is.
기다리고 새 물건들
Looking
새
for... Oh,
물건들이야.
okay, nice.
손님분께
Legendary equip.
기다리고 기다리신 새 물건들이야.
I should have bought that. I still need to figure out that.
다시 찾아주세요.
I keep forgetting that I never checked the pyramid equip. I really need to remember to check it. Okay, beating on the other guy. Executioner Edge. Definitely don't think I've gotten that. How bad would the fight be? I think I just want to save time and go for this instead. So yeah, that's obviously an item I haven't had before. Plus 10, which might be concerning if I get unlucky with other stress procs, but if I'm lucky, then it won't matter. This is a really good fight for forcing stress. If I let some of them live, then I'll definitely be mind broken like instantly.
준비돼 타오르는
It's also a scary set of mobs to let live on me. Oh, or I can just kill them all.
나오지 말라고.
Or they can all just die. That works too. That might be a problem. Guess we'll see. Ugly Eye Monster.
힘내보자고.
타오르는 화력. 하나, 둘, 준비 완료. 생명각. 향기 좋죠.
Echo Protection. Every bleed you let into their deck will buff this guy pretty intensely.
이거면 되겠죠.
Not that it really matters if I do that or not.
어린이를 조심하세요.
I haven't cast Pendants, so there's no point casting anything else.
좋죠.
Zaps Meilin, that's all fine.
준비돼.
Fight might go on for a while, so I'll let the I'll burn the bleeds. Because if it hits Meilin again with the thing, yep, there we go. I can't let it get morale for free.
준비됐어요. 신중하게.
Then you cast these because they don't have Pendant active. So I'm gonna probably draw the bleeds.
위험한 공격이 아닌가요? 모두 조심해요. 향기 좋죠.
Bro's gonna die from the next reload if it crits. Hopefully I can get some more progress on Meilin. I do.
포괄시키경. 이거면 되겠죠.
Okay, nice.
사람만이.
The full proc, pretty good. Douglas plus Blessings will be more than enough to kill.
전부 실어주지.
Oh, especially with the crit.
도와드릴게요. 향기 좋죠.
Still nothing. It's a armor. I already have all the armors, so I don't need that, sadly. I need legendary
어서
weapons.
오세요.
Should I just buy this now? I'll just buy this
충분히
now.
가져오셨죠?
I'm getting pretty close to the end. Useless. Bad. Legendary equip.
다시 찾아주세요.
Ta-da! 1, 2, 3. It's a pretty good path. A lot of chances to get legendary equipment. Bible. I've already gotten the Bible, I'm pretty sure. But maybe I'll just do it again anyways, just in case I haven't gotten it since the... I haven't gotten it probably since I got level 3 or something. Or level 10 Codex. So I'm fairly certain this is actually needed. So let's drop that. I definitely took Chaos Bible like in lower level. Like maybe like level 5 in base Chaos. I'm fairly certain I never touched it in Codex itself. Assault Boots, sadly not a weapon to replace on Mika. It's fine. Start with the event in case it's something useful, so that the later things are easier. Mutated Order. I already got Mutated Order, but I don't have the upgraded version, so we'll take the upgraded version. Put it on Mika. Obviously useless on Mika, but the weapon on Mei Lin is something I haven't achieved yet, so we need it. Then create a lot of slapping. Well, don't really care about this busting the waves. Rather get damage in than... Oh, I guess I broke it anyways, so... Is that Whirlpool? Yeah, it is. So I get the, DPS Mika? Whoa! Mutated Order DPS Mika. Pog. Pop Little Peko. Get our name eventually. Can I minimize damage with this? I don't have reloads. The answer's no. I would have to crit one of them, which probably wasn't gonna be that hard to do, but yeah. Well, I should have checked to heal. It don't matter. No heal, no punish. I go with Blue Pot. Pretty easy. Put my last one on the stream, then I'm gonna go lurk in Suchi's stream. This is a lot better than the last one I did just earlier. I have way more unique equips. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. It's pretty high quality, this one. So I don't know if you were there for when Paul was telling Suchi how to get the level up faster, but I think what he said was all correct. Holy equipment, yeah. Basically, like, the choices you make doesn't necessarily matter. It only matters if the choice you're making has your choice only matters if the choice involves an equipment that you don't already own. So like, you shouldn't be taking non-equipment based choices if you're trying to farm these points quickly. Which is not what Bobby had said, I think, to Suchi. And the reason why I have all the gold equips is because they need to maximize the chance of getting elite drops. Move all this, right? Is this like my elite fight? Let's see what happens when I do this. Oh! It's an epiphany. A bit annoying. Not that big of a deal, but actually a better result. But I think I would have rather had the credits. Actually, I think I did get the credits. I didn't really check that closely. Yeah, as you might know, the equipments cannot show up if you already own them, so that's why I'm putting them on. The destruction is so funny, yeah. Fight starts, they blow up. Whoa! Where'd they go? We love Moon Destruction. I also didn't print my curse cards out. I don't really care about that, but I guess it's important to know what the other options are. In case the next season is Blue Pot. Blue? Order? If I had to make a crazy assumption, I have the feeling that the next Chaos season is probably going to be in Foretold Ruin, if Lush is the one that's being featured. Actually, is that even true? I don't know if that's true or not, actually. That sounds pretty wrong, actually. I don't think they're going to showcase Blue Pots. Actually, I don't even know what Lucius Element was. I don't even know if it was revealed in game. Sacrifice. Miracle shall be shown. Okay, yeah, this is not Sneering Dagger. This is Ritual Dagger. So this was I missed this rare clip earlier. Nice. I have a really good selection of equips I didn't have earlier. Chaos 4. Chaos 4 is the Fairy World. I guess if Adelhide's in there, it makes sense. I'm not necessarily super convinced if it's not Adelheid though, because Adelheid feels like the most connected to Fairy World. I think everyone's theorizing it's Lucia that's popping up, so yeah. Fairy World. Only counts 2 things. But Rocco might actually get Mind Broken instantly here. Oh. Down, girl, down. Fairy World will be devious, by the way, because Fairy World's actually really difficult. Like, Fairy World's actually not. No, yeah, it is. Actually, the mobs are pretty hard. I was gonna say, like, maybe it's fine because the events would be different and be easier, but the mobs themselves in Fairy World are, like, really obnoxious to deal with. That's spooky. It evolved already? Wait, I didn't even kill anything. I didn't even kill it slowly. Evolving on me. Oh. Crit? Okay. That's not ideal. DPS Mika. Increased stats, the boss will... Yeah, the boss will be not very fun. For sure. Oh, welcome back, Veronica. I probably can't afford to pass the healing. Because it's gonna double up on actions if I let it. There'll be a few turns. Actually, maybe I should have. Because I had a pendant there. That's my mistake. I should have let it double up on healing there. Because I could have gotten more damage on pendant as well. Playing scared for 0. There's scatter. Hey, Nanjiro. Late up in here. You came at a good time. I was gonna end stream after this run. I hope your nap went well. Isn't it like super late? Is it really a nap at that point? Might as well have just gone to bed for real. Funny. But welcome back to the world of living. Let's slap. Ooh, nice crit.
준비됐.
Alright, Veronica, take it home. Wait, this is, I feel like it's just stealing from Meilin. Meilin did like 5,000 damage, and Veronica just gonna snip him. The guy explodes.
내
Beautiful.
후원에 도움이 되었을까요?
Missed on the rare clips once again. How is it that in Zero, the mythic equips are so common, but in Codex, they're so rare? Am I tripping? I must be tripping. I must have just bad RNG on Zero, or in a Codex and good RNG on the other one.
수행자라면 이
Off
정도는
points. I'm still 40
기본이었죠.
off? No, this easily gets me... I'm 90 off of finishing out the thing. So I need 3 more legendary equipments that I haven't seen before. It's gonna be 30 minutes for that run. It wasn't too bad. But yeah... Okay. This one's really good. It is super late. You don't want to woke you up at 6 p.m. Yeah. It happens. Everyone deserves a nap. Unbelievable Chitauke. I can't right click at the normal click. Damn. Might be the pull for 0 as much as rest in like regular chaos. Probably. But it's... I don't think it's a... Is it a pool thing? It might be a pool thing. Probably is a pool thing. Yeah, I cleared a lot just now. I still need 3. Bible is an event proc. I'm pretty sure these are all chaos, or these are all the monster drops. This is all also elite drops. I think this is probably an event drop. That's an event for sure. Elite, elite. Event, event, event. And these are both random drops. Yeah, I might be a bit cooked. I mean, on the bright side, I only need to get... I think I only need one of these. Because I think it's plus... No, that doesn't make sense. The math doesn't make sense there. I got 90 from here. 90. But I think that was just random chance. It must be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. No, that doesn't make sense. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 45, 30, 75. 10, 15, 25. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20. 45 plus 25. Yeah, I don't know what the math is. Maybe it's like 20, 20, 30, 30, 30 or something. Some arbitrary math. 20, 20, 20, 20, 30. 10, 20, 20, 20, 30. I'm here for a DQ. Need this to even start building Renoa. Oh yeah, non-Jiro. Before I end stream, I'll tell you what my current plan is. I'm giving up on this like Giga high roll Chizuru build. But the goal right now, so like I'm going home, like back to my family's place to like go on vacation with family and see friends and stuff for like 2.5 weeks in a week. So I'm gonna be gone for the vast majority of the last bit of the patch. Like I'm essentially missing an entire phase of the season, right? And by the time I'm back, Great Rift will be gone. So there's no point in me farming Great Rift because I'm being kicked out of Master no matter what. Almost like literally no matter what, I'm probably getting kicked out of Master unless I hit a perfect build. And I kind of don't feel like the rest of my relationship with this game or this season being Giga farming. And I'll be missing the entirety of Serenial's banner for the most part. Like, I'll have a week left on her banner, but only a week left on her banner on a character that I'm not that interested in is probably... There's probably no point in farming her. Especially since I might 50-50 her by accident from a later pity. But, yeah, so my time with the patch is like just 2 weeks now. So I realized that there's actually no point, or my time with the season rather is about 2 weeks. So there's no real point in me chasing and burning out on chasing these like perfect Divine Epiphany, Aurelia, and Chizuru builds. So the goal is to get a Renoa build where I just farm Giga Bullets. And while it won't be really that good without Divine Epiphanies, it'll still be playable if I go like with like triple Echo of Sorrow and like the generic like Mika Veronica. I'd probably go like Mika. No, it'd probably be Nia, right? So like Nia with infinite farming value through Eternal Hunger, right? And then Renoa herself, like I'll probably farm the one neutral card that bounces cards in your hand and back up. It'll probably be like that with Echo of Sorrow, Flower of Fate. Just like I'm essentially the idea is that I want to get to like 40 bullets with Renoa and then make that a showcase. 50-50. We love 50-50s. So obviously like super shuffling or super cycling with Nia is actually kind of difficult. I'm fairly certain the only way you can super cycle with Nia, like it's probably still gonna be Mika, honestly, like Mika Veronica, because Renoa herself has no cycling. It'd probably have to be like triple Echo of Sorrows, maybe quadruple if I get lucky, but it'd be like triple Generic Epiphany, Echo of Sorrows, plus no, it'll probably actually be Flower of Fate with triple discard 3 Flower of Fate with Portrait of Fury. Because if I get 4 copies of this, it's also 0 cost. I can also manage my hand much easier. Because I can draw infinite and then discard 3, draw again with Veronica. And yeah. I need to stay healthy in the game. I haven't seen a ton of Renoa gameplay, so I expect. The Renoa, I think the Renoa build is probably possible before I leave. But I'm still here. I'll probably be here until I'll probably stream until like the 16th. And then 17th, I'll like pack and get ready to leave, and then I'm gone on the 18th. So I'll be gone on the 16th essentially, and I'll be back like 3 weeks later on the 6th, because I'm flying back and making it home, back to the city on the 5th. So I'll probably like pre-record a bunch of tier list / meta / like what I hope Smilegate does videos, and like sporadically like it'll probably be like a video on the 19th, and then like it'll probably be like a tier list video on 19th, tier list video on 22nd, what I wish Smilegate does on 26th, and then 2 tier list videos on 29th and 2nd to like meet the quota for content that the creator thing demands. Nia seems like a good combo, but the problem is Nia's removal card requirement. What do you mean requirement on removal cards? It should be pretty easy to remove on Nia, no? Because there's a lot of ways to discard. Or, like, she just has a Dodgeo to self-cycle Eternal Hunger. I can also forcibly remove Eternal... I mean, the issue with Eternal Hunger is that if you Confiscation move it... If you discard Eternal Hunger, you don't actually get the benefit from redrawing it, because it's not a draw, it's a move from discard pile, right? But I can always discard it and then use Nia ult to shuffle it back to hand. The other idea I had was Cassius related, where, but again, this is not, I'm not relying on this because this would be like a Divine Epiphany high roll again. But the only other aspect I can think of is like getting this shuffle with +1 AP, and then playing this a few times to like sub in for Mika. 5 more days, yeah. I think I found the motivation to play the game and stream consistently. I took a break yesterday because I realized like yesterday when I woke up that like I had like my motivation to farm Chizuru was like super negative, like not 0 but negative. And then I was thinking about like excuses to play, and I was like, oh, I can just like farm more casual build ideas, like Divine Epiphany lists or non-Divine Epiphany reliant builds is probably the best way to word it, because you like it improves the build a lot, but you don't need Divine Epiphanies to hit quadruple Flower of Fate with 3 discards to like farm 12 bullets a turn, right? So you'll pull him soon, Boggs. You'll pull him soon. But yeah, like Cassius, showcase. I'm not too sure about Haru, because I think Haru has the same problem where you would need the Divine Epiphany -1 on Anchor Shot to get a proper showcase going. At least for free to play. But I have the feeling that there's probably a shenanigan you could do with Haru where you can play Nia, and then it's again like you can like get the Adagio Epiphany, and then you can force play. Although it doesn't really work that well because obviously you don't have to dupe G chord, which is odd. But you can play G chord. You can play this G chord to forcibly play Haru's Anchor Shot for 1 mana cheaper, but it still costs a 2 mana card. And then you can like activate it, and then because of how, depending on the Haru card you use, like you can use the crit chance return. That doesn't really work that well, I guess, but you can use that. You can also use Anchor Shot, like the second one, create the card and pile 2 per battle, like draw the entire. Oh, actually, you can maybe that's better. You can draw your entire deck, and then put this Anchor Shot back into the deck with Adagio, and then G chord, play this, and then it'll create itself, and then you can use your G chord dupes to continue playing the cards. Or playing these, but it's capped out, so also probably wouldn't work that well. How to farm some decent decks for Cassius? He needs all specific epiphanies and some blessings too. I'm tired, boss. We're all tired, man. That's why I don't want to grind Cassius. There's no help I can give you besides just suck it up and push through. I don't know if you were listening to me rant earlier about like my farm for the like the decks a second ago, but I guess a lot of Cassius ideal cards right now are like shop things, so it's probably not as difficult. But what I was doing, at least like if you're doing what I was doing for Chaos Zone runs, this is probably, again, I need to probably make this video tonight before I forget. But you can purposely purchase like random legendaries in order to dilute the elite / final boss pools, so that you can get a higher chance of getting like actual good equips. So like I was buying really bad yellows on this run so that I could have a higher chance of like hitting actual good items, and it ended up not working out. But I think that's like the logic you need to go through, especially for like Cassius stuff where you're like looking for Sonic and things, because you can't get repeats. Actually, I got this weapon through diluting it. But yeah, you can't get repeats of equipments you own. So like in order to like increase your chance of hitting like actual good elite items, like even by like 1 or 2%, you should be buying bad items and leaving them on or you should be keeping the bad yellow items or legendary items, so that the next elite might drop you an actual good item, or the zone boss might drop you one of the rarer items instead. That's like the only optimization I can give you for like if you're trying to rank Tressa, for example. Like Tressa obviously needs Chains of Obsession, and you like need to equip like bad items to make sure that on your rare Chaos Order elite kills you don't accidentally get like bad items along with that, like Cloud Walking Shoes or some shit, because you already have Cloud Walking Shoes equipped, so therefore you have that percentage more chance of hitting the actual good stuff. Yeah, grinding the good units is gonna be really obnoxious, because yeah, like as you might remember me complaining about a few days ago, like I burnt out of grinding Aurelia because the only build I want is Divine Sacred Sensor. Oh, actually, before I go, let me show you guys a really interesting thing I found out about Aurelia and Resolve. Because I don't think I might make a video over this, but it'll probably be like a fun fact video that again would be more for content bloat. So you can see that I have Tressa Aurelia on my Kentress run because I was testing something. If your girlfriend became a Tardigrade, would you still love her? If I also became a Tardigrade, maybe. I'm unfortunately a little too shallow, so I would probably stop loving her if she became a Tardigrade or a non-human. Sorry, future wife. So, first thing, is that this build, I think Foxy might have been here for this talk earlier, but using the detail thing is really good because it tells you a lot of information that you might not have otherwise known about. But so when I cast 30,
어떻게 해줄까?
this is the buff 30, right? So I used the Sacred Sensor Epiphany where it gives me an extra shield. So when I use this, and then I check the details, you're gonna see that this 30 cast actually gives me 2 shield procs, but for some reason, Lush Seaweed Armor only activates once and gives me 23 armor. And this is 32, so I don't know if I'll high roll the Sacred Sensor proc to get 32, but you'll see that this is 137, 119. So when I activate this next 30, I got unlucky. But we'll activate this again for the next run. So this next 1-star 30. So I'll put the numbers down just so you guys don't have to memorize it. So 2-star 30 gave me 137 shield and then 119 shield from the 30 it casts itself and then the buff from Sacred Sensor, right? And we see here the 1-star 30 gave me 68 shield and then 119 from the buff from Sacred Sensor, right? So we can see now that Sacred Sensor is it's not a fixed shield actually. It's actually a real shield. And when I go ahead and cast Tressa's Shadow Reload, which I have with Resolve, so notice how Resolve very clearly says shield gain plus 20%. This is actually a fixed shield. This isn't a shield, like this isn't 20% shield gain to the raw shield itself. This is a plus 20% fixed shield gain. So this is a bad translation. Yeah. So 30 is a real shield. It's not a fixed shield, it's a real shield. I used to think it was a fixed shield because it was scaling weirdly with Resolve, but that's actually because Resolve is not what it says it is. So I used 30 this time. Remember our numbers for original 1-star 30 was 68 and 119. But now when I go into details, you're gonna see that it's 84 and 135, and that is not 20% gain. That is 16%, or that's 16 fixed shield on both the Sturdy cast itself and on Sacred Incense. So again, 68, 119, 68 plus 16 is 84, and 119 plus 16 is 135. So you can see here that Resolve is a fixed shield, 20% per Resolve stack, but Sturdy, when you have the Divine Sensor buff, it counts as 2 shields for Resolve, but it counts as only 1 shield for Seaweed Armor. I don't know what that is, what the problem with that is, but all that means it's every turn. So if I use Sacred Sensor again, you can see that it'll proc a second time right here. So now it's 135. So I cost the 1-star 30. So you can see that 84 here, and then 135 from the field here. So yeah. So Resolve is not a real percentage increase, it's a flat fixed increase. So shielders have even worse. Yeah, so yeah. It's a bit ironic because Crystallization is also basically Resolve, but it's like passive every turn. But if you have permanent Resolve, it's almost always better than Crystallization. So shielders have terrible shield gain. Like, it's hard to scale outside of raw defense scaling and all that. And there's very, very few ways to gain true shield gain increases. As far as I know, it's like very rare buffs on specifically Magna. Like Magna alone has a shield gain, a true shield gain increase. So yeah, Sacred Sensor stonks with only Resolve. So like the best Aurelia shield generation build would be one where you just get like infinite amounts of Resolve stacks and just cast. You have 4 copies of Sacred Sensor, and then you just cast it on repeat to get the double shield value, and then obviously you'd hope that like you don't even wait for 33, because 33 is like a 10% higher value than you cast 3 1-star 30s, but the Resolve, if you have high enough to Resolve, then it would outscale that overall. The best shields are exhaust spammers. Yeah, I was thinking, like, I don't know if there's a way to, like, forcibly generate Resolve. I was thinking another funny thing you could do with, Chizuru is that
감사합니다.
you would get this Divine Epiphany, and obviously skill Divine Epiphanies can be one, like, these exhaust cards can be stat buffs. So you could get Karmic Flames on this version, and then you can get the raw stat buffs, and then you can permanently gain, you can probably gain more morale, more resolve by going into an AoE fight and then proccing this over and over again. That was gonna be another video idea if I managed to hit it, which again, since it's another hit this specific Divine Epiphany on one specific card, I wasn't looking forward to farming it, and I probably won't farm it. But for example, if you hit like triple Karmic Flames with Divine Epiphany plus 1 morale, and then you went into like floor or like side 1 of the event boss, and then you just ran on the lowest difficulty, you could just like permanently farm Karmic Flames like a lot by just because side 1 of Great Rift is the only map in the game that has infinite instant and infinite respawning mobs. So you can just bully that mob over and over and over again, force past the one turn that when you trigger the one thing, and then you can go to like, you can probably farm to like obviously the issue is that it's 1 cost, not 0 cost, so you can't, you have to spend AP, and then you also have to spend AP on killing mobs with Chizuru, so it would be like, I guess ideally you have like a 0 cost spammer. I don't know who would be, but you need to run Mika. You probably have to run Nia as well to continue generating stacks. So it'd probably be like Nia with Adagio, Eternal Hunger, Chizuru with like Chizuru, Mika with double whatchamacallit, double Portrait of Fury. And then you use Portrait of Fury to proc Karmic Flames cheaply, or to like kill with Karmic Flames, and then you just like farm with that, and like maybe you try and get like 9 AP a turn, so you can cast this 6 times a turn, so you get like 6 morale a turn, and then in that 5 turn window, or in that 10 turn window for stage 1, you can maybe get like 60 morale for fun, and it'd be really funny. Like, it wouldn't be good obviously, but it'd be really funny, and that's like, and that would be like the only way to get more morale than Cassius. Funnily enough. But yeah, that was another video idea, but I don't want to chase that because, again, chasing a specific epiphany on one character seems pretty annoying and very not fun. And I think there's no real neutral cards that, oh, I've never bought these, so it's not even telling me what they are. There's the one boss card that gives you +1 morale per turn, but there's no equivalent boss card for resolve. So there's no way to farm permanent resolve turn over turn over turn, sadly. Which is annoying for obvious reasons. I'm also wondering if this is... Okay, wait, give me 1 second. I think I have this somewhere. I just want to check one last thing before I end stream. I forgot who I put that on, though. Was it a Maribel deck?
방패가 필요하신가요?
It was Maribel deck. I want to see if this is also buggy with resolve really quickly, and then I'll call stream. I'm finding more and more reasons to delay ending stream, but these are all just the funny haha memes.
그냥
Maribel in.
전부 막으면 되나요?
Might as well put Orlia in to get the
신의
procs
말씀을
faster.
들으러 온 걸까?
I think I have a deck with a bunch of growths. Small deck with growth, sure. We'll save trust up for the resolve.
이제 시작인가요?
You can RNG Forbidden Gesture into Karmic, that's permanent reduction.
강력한 개체로 보인다.
True. That probably would be better. Yeah, that's a good point. Because I already know this is flat. I'm gonna go ahead and just use it all because it'll be pretty obvious if it's inflating numbers. Because I think it's oh, actually, are these resolve stacks based on Tressa or are they based on the buffer themselves?
제가 나설게요.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't change the Maribel deck. Oops. Yeah, gesture would work as well, but I would want 3 gestures, but I guess one is good enough. That would be a lot more AP to play with regardless, so
방패가 필요하신가요?
this will be a good idea. Oh yeah, the fact that this doesn't work, I got this, I was like, oh, this should be really good, right? But it doesn't stack, sadly. You don't get 200% fixed damage despite it saying you get 200% fixed damage. It only ever caps out at 50%. I'll try to show that off against this guy as we play. We need cast anyways to thin the deck out, right? Try to go quickly.
방어 진영이 필요합니다.
Did I cast this? I don't know if I live.
함장, 어둠의 힘으로.
I have Portrait Fury, I think. Probably. Am I gonna die? Huh.
내 도움이 필요해? 다치면 안 되니까 비켜주세요. 제가 나설게요.
Oh, it's each card in hand. Okay, that's good enough. So, I should be getting plus 100?
제가
It's only
나설게요.
420. Okay, yeah, it's actually probably not gonna be that
도움이
inflated.
된다면 괜찮.
Okay, let's see what the thing was. I think it might have been effective. No, I don't have Impair active, so it didn't matter. So this is Water Shield, Shell Forming Shell, yeah. So you can see if Shell Forming Shell is only 1 proc, and probably got affected by Repose or Resolve as well. So that's actually a true shield, because it's not fixed shield.
어떻게 해줄까?
Cast 30.
최정화.
We know from earlier that 30 is only like, I mean, it's a little different because they have different stats on this probably. 116, which is way higher than the low value I should have had, and 23 off that. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was the retain card, fixed shell. I've been thinking of something else. Okay, that'll be stream. I'm gonna go either find some cheap food and then some other stuff, and then go lurk in Suchi stream. I feel like if I don't know if I should just raid this guy. Raiding Suchi always is weird because I'm in there anyways. I don't like raiding people twice in a row. I'm just gonna end stream. I'll see you guys in Suchi stream. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back tomorrow for... I don't know if I have dinner plans tomorrow, but I'll definitely stream earlier and all that.
오늘이
Yeah.
약속 날이었던.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.